capture, baby, in our own rapture. Hear me, call me a doctor. Hey, me who unlock ya. Who knew all we needed was a little fix. Take aim at my wicked wonder. Knock it for six. Jump on it in ecstasy. Go going all in. Lose ourselves in the fantasy we created. This feel like a threat of one, and I get one dance will change our lives. Fall into the trap, just call it a rap. Sunrise when we say goodbye. Bye, touch, just a little bit. Come on and touch, just a little bit. Push
You're
it
listening to True
further.
Talk, no lie. O.U.R This is TTNL, True Talk, no lie. To the next level. O.U.R This is 100% TNT music. You know what time it is. They call me Navy, and this is Kids. Join us every Thursday.
Dive into my ocean, right? Come on and touch just a little bit. Come on and touch just a little bit. Push it further. Touch just a little bit. Push it, touch just a little bit. Ayy, push it.
They call me Navy, and this is Kicks. Join us every Thursday from on True Talk, no lie, playing 100% TNT music. That's True Talk, no lie. TTNL on OURradio.fm.
It's like some get she excited when the night come. She sipping wine when me beat up on the white rum. Night shift come, she tell me lie down. She had the grip, so you know me going right down. She get me a little queasy. Something about the way she back it up and please me. I mean know me have to tease it. Stiff cocky make she brace pon it. She don't want no long talk, she want to boom pon it. Bad girl, so she dance, so she deal with it. West Indies where she from, so she claiming it. Yeah, stiff cocky make she brace pon it. She don't want no long talk, want to boom pon it. Bad girl, so she dance, so she deal with it. Ooh, yeah. That she cock it up in the area. She want me knock it, and you know me never scared of that. Head game 6, she snatch with soul in her. But think it's best somebody really call the grave digger. Backers, next round again. No need for speed when pound my ends. Don't even go and run, tell your friends. Oh, yeah. Stiff cocky make she brace pon it. She don't want no long talk, she want to boom pon it. Bad girl, so she dance, so she deal with it. West Indies where she from, so she claiming it. Yeah, stiff cocky make she brace pon it. She don't want no long talk, want to boom pon it. Bad girl, so she dance, so she deal with it. Ooh, yeah. She don't want no long talk, she want to boom pon it. Bad girl, so she dance, so she deal with it. West Indies where she from, so she claiming it. Yeah, stiff cocky make she brace pon it. She don't want no long talk, want to boom pon it. Bad girl, so she dance, so she deal with it. Ooh, yeah. Brace pon it, brace pon it, brace pon it. Deal with it.
Rocking it back and forth, side to side, up and down. Ferris Bueller, took the day after me. Got you tired, you might retire. Job well done, at least you tried. I held you down, let's get this clear. Sure there's no one else out there, no one else, babe, to make you feel the way I do. They will never walk it in my shoes. Oh, I've been thinking about you. I want you all up in my groove. Got it like that. Oh, sit back, relax. Oh, I've been thinking about you. Want you all up in my groove. Oh, got it like that. Oh, sit back, relax. Twist the sheets, sweat pouring all on me. I can feel your anticipation all on me. Can't wait for that night to run like my mouth do. Skin to skin, let's dive in. All kind of strokes you're giving me. Backstroke, side stroke, butterfly, make me high. Oh, I've been thinking about you. Want you all, want you all up in my groove. Oh, I got it like that. Yeah, sit back, relax. Ooh, I've been thinking about you. Want you all up in my groove. I got it like that. Oh, sit back, relax. Ooh, I've been thinking about you. All up in my groove. Got it like that. Sit back, get relaxed. Got it like that. Ooh, yes. Oh,
You have a vibe, that a feeling. Vroom to the bedroom speeding. Expensive wine, I'm a leaving. Who cares if the neighbors peeping, girl? I wanna dance the night away. You my love. With you in the Benz, girl, I have the right away. Say now, baby girl, dance the night away. Relocate to the house on the hill, yeah, that's the hideaway. Look how you have me like a romantic. In the bed, baby, slow dance it. You know I love it when you turn and twist. Full moon with the candles lit, yeah. Baby, tonight. I make sure the house done pay off. The shot and shoot when the playoffs. Woman, you make me feel like a winner. So for the rest of our lives, girl, dance the night away. With you in the Benz, girl, I have the right away. Say now, baby girl, dance the night away. Relocate to the house on the hill, yeah, that's the hideaway. Look how you have me like a romantic. In the bed, baby, slow dance it. You know I love it when you turn and twist. Full moon with the candles lit, yeah, yeah. Baby, tonight, 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 no sleeping. Yeah, baby, tonight, 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 you go feel it. Yeah, baby, tonight, 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 no sleeping. Baby, tonight, 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 I'm feeling. Take your jam like bedroom bully. Ring on finger, I'm in that fully. Yeah, you gal, bend that for me. Do what you feel, gal, naturally. But if you feel for the late night loving, do not dread have a whole lot of it. Breakfast and bed, baby, don't worry. I'll do anything just to see you happy. We have in the street like sandbag, wet like flood in the area. Fresher than new life in my turn. I know how them call me the sweet soca doctor. Way out Dubai, my name is so excellent. Her fan been Earl served this time and proved themselves. So it's excellent. See how I me tag myself. Me now wait on them to crown me. When my team come around, so we act like Dubai, act like Dubai, act like Dubai. Tell them straight, act like Dubai. Concentrate, act like Dubai. Is a act like Dubai, act like Dubai, act like Dubai. Tell them straight, act like Dubai, act like Dubai. Slip it and I ship it, but I spin to Emirates. When it comes to shelling, for it jealous, how we spread it. Doubles up the pocket sauce, wonder how we wrap it. When we do the checking, balance how we save it. Understand good vibes we on, and if you're bad mind the man down, call me number, don't like bacchanal, so tell the media. We are in the street like sandbag, wet like flood in the area. Fresher than new life in my turn. I know how them call me the sweet soca doctor. Hear me out and hear me over. Sweet like a fan, but the switch me up to any day, anywhere. When my team come around, so we act like Dubai, act like Dubai, act like Dubai. Tell them straight, act like Dubai. Concentrate, act like Dubai. Is a act like Dubai, act like Dubai, act like Dubai. Tell them straight, act like Dubai, act like Dubai. And if you go them a question, now them play blind and narrate you. My answer to that is very standard. Take that question to the maker. I don't feed myself with narrating. Follow sucker sauce and the grabs for the charting. Everybody know man do great things. Now buy no likes to impress. Baby in the street like sandbag, wet like flood in the area. Fresher than new life in my turn. I know how them call me the sweet soca doctor. Hear me out and hear me over. Sweet like a pan, but the switch me up to any day, anywhere. When my team come around, so we act like Dubai, act like Dubai, act like Dubai. Tell them straight, act like Dubai. Concentrate, act like Dubai. Is a act like Dubai, act like Dubai, act like Dubai. Tell them straight, act like Dubai, act like Dubai. Stop bar. Yeah, so we act like Dubai, hot like Dubai. Yeah, so we act like Dubai, hot like Dubai, hot like Dubai, hot like Dubai, hot like Dubai. Sunbug, 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 sunbug. Yeah, let's go. Sunbug, 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 sunbug.
Yo,
Quick.
Yo, Dapper Tax. Yo, Tarzan, yo, Remy. Yo, Porky. Now the thing go. Yo, baby, I see. Quick. It's that. Right there. Chop. Me a roll with 40 man. In my pocket me a roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood clot Porky brand. And them know in a blood clot audition. Chop. Me a roll with 40 man. In my pocket me a roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood clot Porky brand. And them know in a blood clot audition. One time me go link with Dapper. And this if the days we a beat any hour. Me nah play 24 like Jack Power. Put the vessel in a sport mode road the devour. Chop. Why people so corrupt? Back shot for them girl boom turn up. Touchdown in a Guyana party mash up. BP at a rave from night till sun up. Yo Tarzan them just start party. And them a pre-man RG. Success if we come with a mortgage. None of the dog them never wipe garbage. Me do me thing them so I so savage. The whole team never play for no average. Every car pass them stand up on a market. Me realize upness is a target. Chop. Me no roll with 40 man. In my pocket me a roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood clot Porky brand. And them know in a blood clot audition. Chop. Me no roll with 40 man. In my pocket me a roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood clot Porky brand. And them know in a blood clot audition. One time me go link with Dapper. And this if the days we a beat any hour. Me nah play 24 like Jack Power. Put the vessel in a sport mode road the devour. Chop. Why people so corrupt? Back shot for them girl boom turn up. Touchdown in a Guyana party mash up. BP at a rave from night till sun up. Yo Tarzan them just start party. And them a pre-man RG. Success if we come with a mortgage. None of the dog them never wipe garbage. Me do me thing them so I so savage. The whole team never play for no average. Every car pass them stand up on a market. Me realize upness is a target. Chop. Me no roll with 40 man. In my pocket me a roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood clot Porky brand. And them know in a blood clot audition. Chop. Me no roll with 40 man. In my pocket me a roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood clot Porky brand. And them know in a blood clot audition. Tell them this is real, this is raw. Dapper done sail your shoes by the door. Cologne done kick like Jet Li in low. Tarzan will pull up with the teeth for sure, yeah. Tell them this is real, this is raw. Dapper done sail your shoes by the door. Cologne done kick like Jet Li in low. Tarzan will pull up in the teeth for sure, yeah.
This is real, this is raw. Baby, all this loving I got for you, it not go nowhere. You know how much I want you. Promise you, me not go nowhere. But only want you, yeah, only you. You're the only one they have for my mind. Don't know my scene, let me keep it raw and real, yeah. Girl, come give all the love to me. Head on bottom of this Hennessy. Going all in, yeah. Beer back shot is falling, yeah. 10 out of 10, you want top of them. You know me keep it real and raw like top of them, yeah. Don't know your DM, have a very long line. Tell your little friend them you're all mine. Put on your phone, let me love you all night, yeah. Baby, all this loving I got for you, it not go nowhere. You know how much I want you. Promise you, me not go nowhere.
Yeah. Please, baby, if you don't mind, let me come and change your life. Give you all the things you like, doing all the things alright. I know, got you caught up in your feelings, yeah. For sure, I ain't going away, yeah. Surely want your body, I ain't giving up, no. Surely want your body, I ain't giving up, no. Love the way you know I be about it. Love the way them I show they be solid. Tight pussy, good head, that's knowledge. Good brain, good skill, that's college.
Baby, all this loving I got for you, it not go nowhere. You know how much I want you. Promise you, me not go nowhere. Give it all to you.
Only want your body. We only want you, yeah. Only you.
Been in a whoa. Yo, che, we are the village. Yo, da patak. Well, I'm not just a shadow after that. Me no know mankind so wicked and murderous. Oh ninja, in a him alone they put me trust. Man work hard for me things so them can't walk over us. After months hard from dawn to dusk. Jah know me rather shot for your murder. But mine never see when me broke and I tug it out. Big feet them outside the club it out. Dog my work hard play hard and know the road. My man know she son great never had a doubt. Man a king what do the pussy them. Bad mind for the God I go to feed them. For the love of a dollar can't kill my friend. Oh them so bad mind after all we be do for them. Man I hate them, I hate it when he make man greater. Grind out so we stack that paper. Yo, the patak, man, a real dream chaser. I hate them, I hate it when he make man greater. Grind out so we stack that paper. Yo, Tarzan, man, a real dream chaser. Man, I know how mankind so wicked and murderous. Oh ninja, in a him alone they put me trust. Man work hard for me things so them can't walk over us. After months hard from dawn to dusk. Jah know me rather shot for your murder. Them say me shall ends up. Dead before the sun and I go set my friends up. But I can't pity my mommy bends up. Talking about your son when that she takes your friends up.
Oi, invest in a real estate, bust through the gate. Everybody happy on the end for me la make it. Some opportunities are coming on me, I fi take it. Real king in the earth and million I go fake it. No,
I hate them, I hate it when he make man greater. Grind out so we stack that paper. Yo, the patak, man, a real dream chaser. I hate them, I hate it when he make man greater. Grind out so we stack that paper. Yo, Tarzan, man, a real dream chaser. Man, I know how mankind so wicked and murderous. Oh ninja, in a him alone they put me trust. Man work hard for me things so them can't walk over us. After months hard from dawn to dusk. Jah know me rather shot for your murder fuss. Elena? Yo, Jet, them know the rockin' with the LS. Yo, the patak, we catch us a shot after that.
DJ Melody, yo one link, hey when Dapper talks, yo this is real, this is raw, yo this is real, this is raw, yo Dapper what we tell them, hey soon we are make history, so not a boy could have this way, yeah, take my spot on a throne dog and claim a victory. We shoot goals like Christy. We do it so fast, but a mystery. No, everybody wanna talk like they miss me, but we know that what we deep down in the 6 feet. We stay focused on the mission. You can't roll with Dapper team if you don't have vision. Cause when Dapper talks, he don't ask for permission. One link, one other, and that's the religion. We have evil thoughts with evil precision. And one thing for sure, we always complete the mission. St. Joseph, me grow and me roll with the villains. St. Joseph, me grow and me roll with the villains. Soon we are make history. So not a boy could have this way. Yeah. Take my spot on a throne dog and claim a victory.
We shoot goals like Christy. We do it so fast with a mystery. Now everybody wanna talk like they miss me, but me know they worry deep down in the 6 feet. Something they real and don't know the meaning. Me the fuck with feelings, care to deceiving. So much fight, don't me just can't believe it. Them don't know my reason why me turn evil. Deceitful people that hurt my feelings. Me just can't come back from healing. Me identify the snakes and always reveal it. When it's your turn, dog, you will feel it. Soon we are make history. So not a boy could have this sweet. Yeah. Take my spot on a throne, dog, and claim a victory. We shoot goals like Christy. We do it so fast, what a mystery. Now everybody wanna talk like they miss me, but me know they worry deep down in the 6 feet. Me was never on the wall, me was on the money way. Trying to see that we make him arrow fly away. If you wanna do this now, we can do this here today. You don't have to love me now, so don't love me anyway. Cause when we start stacking up, don't come in on my way. And free my mad dog too up in the jail. Me no time is money, so the obstacle my way. Me no time is money, so the obstacle my way. Soon we are make history. So not a boy could have this me. Take my spot on the throne, dog, and claim a victory. Me shoot goals like Christy. Me do it so fast, what a mystery. Now everybody wanna talk like they miss me, but me know they worry deep down in the 6 feet. Yeah. 6 feet. Yeah, we have to make history. Anytime it is me, yeah, me have to win a victory. We shoot goals like Christy. What a mystery. They worry deep down in the 6 feet.
Microphone check 1 2.
Check.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of TTNL. This is True Talk No Lie to the next level on O.U.R radio.fm. They call me Navy.
And I'm Keegs.
Behind us on the ones and twos, DJ Swisty in the mix. We in the company till 9 p.m. and today we have a stacked show. Fun fact, the music you've been hearing from the start has been straight from the brand new Bus Tune playlist 2.6. Not even dropped on the social medias yet, but the link is in the description below. So make sure to click that, like that, share it up amongst friends. 20 songs, TNT strictly, couple rhythms on there, couple big artists on there. Good vibes.
No, it'll have so much playlists.
Well, that's number 10, you know.
Yeah, it'll have so much playlists that you just will need to listen to nothing else again.
Facts.
Because that's about what? How much hours of music we are there on this?
Each playlist is about an hour.
About an hour.
Yeah, so we're up to 10 hours of music. No song played twice. You might get a remix or two in the mix.
And you might get a little rhythm.
Yeah.
Inside it.
Yeah, like you hear the Dapper Talks.
Feel good rhythm on the inside. So as per usual, we're gonna start things off with the week in review.
One time. And we have a guest in studio for that. We're going to introduce our first guest to you. Keegs, I'll let you do the honors.
Well, this man is extra breezy. Why?
Such a cool chap.
Because he is breezy. And they say Breezy does it. As Breezy has done it. Breezy will do it.
Continue to do
Breezy
it.
continues to do it. So folks, inside with us, long overdue, after much ado, it is the man BreezyDozIt on the inside with us to join us for the week in review.
Yo, evening. Shout out to everybody locked on right now.
Yeah, man. Well, they could see him now. There are people in the chat early, bigging up Breezy. Breezy started asking if they could see him already.
That Trini gamer in the comments, big up yourself.
I'm a dog, big up yourself, my G.
Big Breezy fans in the house.
Right, so the week in review this week.
I'm gonna drop the drop first.
Drop it.
You're listening to This Week in Review on TTNL.
This week was not a terrible week.
Good news?
It not had so bad news. It had bad news, but it had enough news.
Enough
for
good
us
news
to not have to concentrate
to take us through
on it. Right?
It's because the cool and breezy
Exactly.
Breezy Does It is in the building too. Good vibes.
So, folks, we start off with Trinidadian-born Canadian actress. That is Michelle Morgan. Made history, right? And for those of you who
She
don't
shoot
know,
goals like Crispy.
she's I don't know if that's part of her forte. There.
Not any football.
Yeah, nah.
I was
Right?
just going with the song.
Right, but the young and restless star won Best Outstanding Lead Performance in a Drama Series, and it's so fitting that she's a young and restless star, because what could be more Trinbagonian than that? What could be more Trinbagonian? Bats.
Real.
Right.
You grew up on that.
So I mean, she had not lived here for any kind of time. She was just born here, but still in her acceptance speech, she did mention Trinidad and Tobago again. The fact that she was born on these little islands, and now she able to stand on an international stage.
Yeah.
So big her up, big up the young and restless. So generous. Big up the awards. Good news on the inside.
Yeah, man.
And then,
Downhill.
no, this wasn't this week. Right? It wasn't this week from everything I could see, but we saw it this week. Reaching the pinnacle of sport, the pinnacle of entertainment, not football, not athletics, no track and field, right? Well, so not swimming. Well, see,
Golf.
no golf, right? Where else we just be? No
water polo.
bobsled.
No javelin.
No javelin out here right now.
What are we talking about?
We have a Trini. Well, the Trini Dan himself made an appearance on the WWE.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
WWE. The man is a wrestler. Well, a wrestler. The man is a wrestler. Right? And it seems that he has been on this journey for quite some time. This is his dream. So he's been training. He's been making the links, the connections. He's been auditioning over months, over years. Right? And I guess just not paying any attention to the naysayers. Right? Fighting for what he wants, and this year he made it.
Made it on the stage.
No, he made it to get a proper beat down. But I figure that is where we all have to start. If you're on that WWE journey,
Hey, licks is inevitable.
start with our licks, because who are you?
We had some licks today and all.
That good news, Swiss, because the man didn't just get licks. He get licks on WWE.
Right.
You know how much men this week
Live
in Trinidad wants to get
broadcast.
licks? Nowhere. Get licks in the drain.
We get licks on the way here.
Men get licks on the culvert. Men get licks on the pavement. This man get WWE licks, right? So congratulations to the Trinidad. You could follow him on IG at the Trinidad.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah, the Trinidad. He coming out listening to soca and singing. Yeah, he
Alright.
repping Trinidad and Tobago. So he's not just
Respect.
out there as
Rated fully.
just any wrestler.
No,
Right? He's a Trinbagonian wrestler, and he representing Trinidad and Tobago out there. Right? Just like Kofi
Flying the
Kingston.
flag all over the
Would I
place.
come out with the Jamaican draws and all them things? Yeah, the man in the red, white, and black out there. Right? So this is the starting. This is where it begins. Hopefully in years go down the Trini leg drop. That's what I see is one of his moves there. The Trini leg drop might be a big move out there. Yeah, the Trini leg drop. He just bumps off the rope, and then when he reaches, he busts a small wine, and then bam.
Nah, Kings.
I'm telling you.
I feel that wine.
I am telling you.
I send you
Cannot
around
be busting
that wine.
No,
Can't be busting no small one.
All that in it.
And them WWE.
Yeah, that wine might
Before you
put it
become
on
somebody
somebody
else.
comment.
All I'm saying is in the history of WWF, WWE, it had worse moves. True.
He don't have to add to it.
Nah, I say this is probably not a bad move. Right? We being a little too judgmental. Right? Big up the Trini, Dan,
Yes.
and the Trini leg drop. Right? Bounce off the rope. Hit them it. He's put your hand up in the air too. Bam! Leg drop. Yeah. I looking forward to see them years from now.
I need to see this, boy.
Yeah. So you see, you start off with not just one,
All right.
but two pieces of good news on the week in review.
So generous.
Then it started to go a little downhill there.
As usual.
Yeah. So we start off on a high note.
Vandals would have sabotaged the Wassa booster station
I heard that on the
in
news. on the
Teak
week,
Village, Faizabad.
But why?
Well, it will seem, right, that scrap iron and old battery is buying at a rapid rate in Trinidad and Tobago.
So they don't know copper then.
And
Yeah.
them men taking cables of all kinds and varieties right now. So these men use a torch and cut through the wall. Go on in the booster station.
Wow.
Go on with all cables, connections of
A
all
whole
sorts.
operation we talking about here.
Leaving 20,000 people without water.
How I say, dog.
Right?
Them men by
Also, because they can't just leave it without water, these men cut down a light pole as
Nah,
well.
man.
To now leave the people with no electricity either. Down in Teak Village, Faizabad.
Better than that, man.
yeah, boy.
Wow.
Just wow.
That's a huge operation.
No, but we need to do something about this industry, boy. This scrap iron
Yeah.
vibes here. Because anybody who buying scrap iron, when you see this load reach, you know it come from the Teak Village booster station, dog.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know it. This man come with all the
Yeah,
cables.
you seen that.
A whole light pole. The man have a whole light
You
pole
see
right now.
motor and thing on the truck. Come
Yeah,
on.
come on. We cannot be
just-
buying. We cannot be buying them thing.
'Cause that is definitely not scrap.
Exactly.
Just saying.
We cannot be buying them thing, boy. But the industry seems to be thriving because this week as well, I also saw some cables cut in front of Princestown police station as well. So
This was bar
the,
for now, Port Princess Town.
the industry, the industry is thriving.
And in front of the station.
In front of the station,
The
them.
industry is wild, you mean?
In front of the station, them.
Wilding out for sure.
So, I don't know what could be done. We usually say if you see something, say something. But I personally have not seen any cutting happening. But I have seen the damage.
After.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you
not.
feel it
I'm
now,
not
boy.
seeing them in like these men. I'm not sure what hours it is because I just be moving all kind of hours sometimes. But I do bounce up. Nobody out there, no ladders.
Up a
No,
pole.
no pole, yeah, nothing. I don't see it.
I bounced
Right.
up at 2 ladders already.
You see,
I've been a victim myself. Stolen copper from my AC.
Jeez and ages.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy. But in addition to that, not outside of the copper scene, did you see the one with the somebody just dumping a bunch of dirt on the side of the road somewhere? Tebe, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken.
They're just dumping.
But it causing flood now that affecting the residents of our entire area.
Was it a resident that dumped it?
Well, we more.
More
I
than
feel like more
likely.
than likely.
More than likely.
Because I know usually,
But it's
especially in them
a
areas.
lot. You're talking about like truck fulls.
Yeah, usually in them areas, you can't get away with just coming in that area and dumping anything just so
Yeah,
somebody
we don't-
must call you out.
Yeah, but it's like
Facts.
it's like a real bushy area too now. So I don't know how close the
Oh.
nearest
So we don't
houses
know.
and thing might be.
We don't know. We don't know
Crazy
for
though,
sure if
crazy.
it was a resident from around the area or not.
But again, there's people that's doing stuff with no?
Yeah, we don't
No
care about each
concern for
other,
other
boy.
people.
We don't care about each other, boy.
Where the love?
You see?
Where's the love, Breezy?
And that is because how they raise me in school. Everybody come first in test. Everybody only study it themselves, boy.
Themselves.
Everybody only study themselves and a little bit now man copy, a little work, right? You see?
Yeah.
So we learn to care about yourself alone, boy. So now man just dumping the thing all over the place, flooding with waste. Right? As we talk about floods, we escaped a lot of flooding.
Yes.
As much as we did get some in some areas, I saw some bridges were now accessible as well. I feel like we were spared the brunt
Yeah, boy.
of the onslaught that could have come to us, right? we were on storm watch. And Trinidad and Tobago was in panic mode.
Yeah.
The groceries were overfilled.
Gas stations.
The gas stations
The
were
usual,
filled.
the usual.
The bottled waters were bought out.
Yeah, toilet paper gone, flour
Right.
gone.
Flour gone. Bread off the shelves. Everybody
Yes,
was
sir.
coasting on the bread.
Tuna
off the
by
shelves.
the
I
pile.
mean, it was
Cricks
not a
by the
hurricane one, and
box.
it was a tropical storm, dog. Like,
Right.
But
Now
I
I
mean,
see.
I applaud the efforts.
no, I love the action.
I applaud
Yeah.
the efforts.
Yeah, we
I
were
love the
serious.
process.
This is
Move
one
from
of
the
the
government.
most seriously I've seen us
We were
take
serious
That was
about it.
very
a
proactive
tropical
on our
storm warning
Yeah.
in quite some time.
You know, ironically, it felt to me like we were not saying, you know what? Storm don't hit we.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
God is
I really
actually
didn't
thing.
see
It was like
much
if
of that sentiment.
everybody, I don't know if it's on the heels of the pandemic.
yes.
Yeah.
So we realized, you know what, boy? Let me don't wait till last minute.
Yeah. Man alert.
So off the heels of the pandemic, man say, boy, this is the one that got hit we, right? And then the storm decided to pass in between
Yeah, boy.
Trinidad and Tobago.
So it hit the end then.
It hit the
Right
ant.
through the ant.
Somebody
Trinidad Weather Center did send out a tweet saying it seems that the storm has taken
Taken
advantage of the
advantage.
ant in Trinidad and Tobago, passing between the islands, right? And then we had a
Bye
multitude
bye, Bonnie.
of Trinis or Trinbagonians who seemed even disappointed in the
Mad
fact
people.
that we did
Mad.
not get right.
Absolute mad people.
No, but Breezy, I wouldn't say the mad on her.
What?
I just saying we had to understand where they're coming from. Now I get why our first reaction is to say no, but how you could be disappointed we get a storm. But it's not so much that they disappointed we didn't get a storm, you know. Men disappointed that they prepared so well for the storm that did not come.
No, that's
Like they wasted time.
That is what it is.
Nah,
That is what it is.
All our bread right now, you know.
Yeah,
Hey,
Real
yeah.
bread, you know.
It had
I could agree
Yeah,
with that.
freeze
it had
up.
men waiting for rain that night to sleep.
Serious though, like that serious.
Not a drop on her.
That's a
Men
drop
up
in
all
the
12-1.
The level of anticipation was
Men
so high.
waiting.
That's a drop in the east, though.
But I tell my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter, I say, "Kill storm coming in. This is your first storm." My daughter coming in like, "Daddy, with the storm, boy. What storm you talking about, boy?"
Storm nothing.
Wake up in the morning, waking me up. Mommy
No,
said the
nothing.
storm gone. Mommy said the storm gone.
You lie to the girl.
No storm, boy. I disappointed. I look like a real liar there. I pack up all my plants and thing. Right? Wrap up hose and thing around my plants to make sure it can't blow away.
Right.
Nothing.
Proper preparations.
Plants
Now,
them.
but you see,
dry
it's a
like-
good habit.
because
It's a good
it was
habit.
like a dry run, no, but
Yeah.
that way
so
it
that if it
was.
is to actually happen, we know that we more than capable of preparing.
We real early still in
But I
it.
feel-
in
I
the
feel we can
hurricane
handle it.
And
season.
now I saying it now starts to rock back now.
And it started
Yeah.
earlier than usual.
Correct.
This level of
Breezy have it
activity.
right. Rock back.
And if we've seen for the last couple of years, they've gone past the alphabet
Yeah.
into the Greek alphabet. And
Yeah.
each year it seems to be going further along to the point we might run out of names.
Nah, it's a real language, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they'll
alright.
call
Yeah,
it
but
something.
there's an official
Yeah,
list.
they'll go down the line.
Yeah,
We'll start
it
over.
stops at, I
Yeah.
think it's about, not, might be 60 something names that they just recycle.
Storm name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's about 3 different A names, for example.
Nah, like the must
And
have
it goes
name.
up to a certain number and then it goes to some
Must
Greek.
have name.
And then it stops at a certain point. So I want to see what they do when they reach the point.
Oh, they could call one Navy. Navy come and watch
Hurricane
it.
Navy.
Well, they did have a Hurricane
Yeah,
Ivan at
Already
some
had Ivan.
point.
Ivan was
Ivan.
monstrous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivan
Yeah.
the stray grenade, boy.
Yeah.
Dread.
Ivan was monstrous.
All right, but yeah, we grateful that we didn't feel the brunt of the storm there, right? Pass through us. I mean, we got a little rain yesterday, actually.
Yeah,
after it
yesterday.
was all gone, real storms.
River hits bad.
Hey, right
Yeah.
now it's real hard to be a meteorologist because they've been wrong on
Yo.
it.
Yeah.
Boy, they
Wrong,
off
though.
bad by 2-3 days.
I
People
remember-
have to understand the unpredictable nature of
the weather.
of the weather.
I remember last year there was like it's officially dry season. No more rain.
Wet,
That day it started raining.
wet.
And before that it didn't rain in weeks.
Yeah, wet.
I was just like, dog.
Yeah.
This
Who
year
watching
and
the
all.
sky, dog? Who watching
This
the
year
sky?
and all. When they said this officially the start of the wet season.
Yeah.
There was like rainfall for 2 days, so they say, well, right, we here. Start of the wet season, and then
Hot
was hot
sun.
sun.
Blazing.
For like a whole week,
sun.
no rain, no nothings. Yeah, no, it's hard for them. And people don't seem to understand that it's science. Right? Like, it had somebody, I'm not sure if it was on Twitter or TikTok or one of them, was talking about he don't understand why it is these people are the only people in our industry who could get 100% wrong and still it have no,
I saw that. I think it was on Twitter.
Was on Twitter? Yeah, he want to know why it is them could just, they getting paid to do a job and they get 100% wrong
all
right?
the
Give
time.
people the wrong information and it have no consequences for the actions. I was like, well, dog, it's the weather now.
Yeah.
It's the weather now.
Change
Yeah,
at
like,
any point.
I don't think people realize we live on a planet that actually alive. Right?
yeah,
And
but
just like
it's
we are alive and we unpredictable.
the weather.
It's the same thing with the planet.
the weather. It's the weather. It's the
She
weather.
do what she want.
Yeah, no, it's the weather. It's the weather.
Come on.
Man, like, so your man lost his walk now. Like, I'm meteorologist. You get three in a row wrong there now. That's the day for you, but
Clicks.
no, it can't work so.
Three
Right?
strikes and you're out.
We also had the ODPM stepping up, sending people messages, calls. I saw some people get calls. I don't know how come I know on the call list.
Nah, don't
Me
call.
neither way.
I see somebody talk about the miss the call, but they get the voice mode. As like
Alright.
nobody can call me. Me ain't get no message. Me ain't get no text.
You living in no front
You ain't got
row
text,
area.
Yeah, but
We's
I
nobody
it's
or
only PNM
kids.
and people's partnership on my number, dog. Because election,
we's
I
not
just get a
people,
real
though.
message from them two party.
Email and all kind of
Yeah, but me I get nothing from ODPM, right? But I did see a clip there with the Officer General of the ODPM doing a little address, and it seems that he was a bit underdressed.
He was prepared.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know if the flood waters were anticipated. I'm not sure if flood waters were anticipated, but it seems he had on no trousers.
I feel like the cameraman set him up, you know.
Dirty dog.
Facts.
The camera supposed to be above the table.
Above the table.
Never see
I agree.
a presentation where you could see under the table. Never.
Yeah,
True.
never.
True.
It's always stop right there.
Chest,
cameraman
it's
say,
chest
you know
and
what?
up.
For
the
anybody
drawers
know,
still
we don't have
yeah.
on no pants all now, right? Nobody can see. Everything good with we, right? Breezy wearing our shirt alone.
I don't know what's all
we
that.
don't know.
We don't know. Your folly cake.
this man out there.
Breezy actually in a onesie right now.
Yeah. But my thing is, why you even have on no pants, brother?
Agree.
Now I saying
You not home? It didn't look like you was home.
We don't know.
No, it didn't look
I
like it's
swear the
home.
man in a team's meeting, you know.
Yeah, it didn't look like
It
if he
looked
was
like a
home.
studio.
Right? So wherever this man was,
He was on the
he should
beach.
have one clothes now.
He was on the
should
beach.
have one
He
clothes.
was on the boardwalk
No,
and they say, hey,
no,
we need an
no.
interview now. You need to come.
No,
He pulled out his
it
safety
had
jacket
big-
and walk
It
in.
does take so long to put on a shirt, a tie, and a jacket.
That's why I say
Pants is poop poop.
Dog,
You know the put on shoes?
you
Just
didn't
it.
need shoes.
he didn't.
You didn't
Rocket
need
to
shoes.
rubber dogs like
Yeah,
mama.
we still didn't see toes. So we don't know if he had on shoes, but should I make it worse? Right? So I hope he didn't have on
Well,
shoes.
if I could see your knees, you don't have on shoes.
You don't know that, Breezy? You don't know that? He could have on his dress shoes and his socks in it.
Nah, bro.
And
You're
that's your
hoping not,
pants.
eh? You're
then-
hoping not.
So the excuse
Are you
is
going back
some
and check
coffee
that
fall on the
video?
pants and he had to do the interview.
Well, it could be.
Where put back on your shoes
don't
for
know.
then?
There we come in.
Nah, be.
He can't just be barefoot in the people place.
Could rock
He
my
obviously
socks
not
at that
home.
point.
Come on.
He obviously not home, so he can't be barefoot in the people place. The man put back on his shoes and thing. Right? The pants was getting a little dry. And it was time to start the meeting. He said, alright, well, just take me from here now. I really need no
As they
pants.
supposed
And the cameraman set him up.
Cameraman.
Nah,
say,
cameraman set him up.
Do him real dirty. Come on, cameraman. Better than
I
that.
feel like he had on a slippers.
By the end of the day, wear pants
Yeah,
too.
the rubber
feel-
dogs. If you have on
yeah.
a short pants, it have
I
no
feel
reason
like
to
it's
put
a
back on your
slippers he
shoes
had on.
at all.
Yo.
Wow. But just in future, folks, let this be a reminder to just check and see what the cameraman seeing. Right?
Nah, that cameraman stink.
If you go in and cameramen as well, do
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
He wanted
Come
to
on,
go viral.
come on.
That's what that cameraman wanted. He wanted to
Yeah.
go viral. And congrats.
Well, congrats, cameraman. We don't even know who the cameraman is,
Yeah.
but
He don't care. He just wanted to
congrats.
pop
He
somebody.
wanted
though.
some. He telling the brethren them.
Cameraman
Tell
like-
me and I take that. And well, we have one more story here from the week. We apparently have people paying thousands of dollars to know if their spouse is cheating by getting polygraph tests. Up to $3,500 for the test.
Up to 35.
Yeah, I believe up
How
to
much
35.
so for a polygraph machine? I feel like it's time to invest. All
Why?
the shaky relationships.
Knowing Trinidad and Tobago, I'm pretty sure the ones that we have are second hand. So the price you should be able to get one for should be real good.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah, this is the ones that we used already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was looking to throw it away, and boy say, nah, I use for that.
Too accurate and all, but you know?
So usually I think polygraphs will be like 85% correct. I feel like ours might be more like 55% based on wear and tear. Right? Trini's ability to lie under pressure as well.
Right. I feel men passing that to them, man.
Right? The incompetence of persons asking questions due to lack of training. I feel that might also come into play as well. And then asking the wrong questions. Because I feel like it have men in Trinidad, you'll ask them if they ever cheat. And they could tell you no. And they'll be telling the truth now. As far as them concerned.
They never cheat.
And they fully believe it.
Yeah, them never cheat.
They're asking them, so
Yeah.
when you was on the night of the 14th, but under our vibes though.
Yeah.
You want to know my business for so
Exactly.
Like, responsible and get it.
Exactly.
Son, that machine that's
Exactly.
all go haywire, is it?
A man will let you know.
That
You will
test-
know where a man was and he will let you
Throw
know.
that test there.
I wasn't anywhere really. And that will come back as
Normal.
true. So I feel that's the best investment to make. But I feel like
Nah, money can still make dog.
so it's, what you doing if your wife wanna carry you for a little polygraph?
Jessa?
No, well,
I ain't not spending any money.
no, just so, but she's saying, you know what? I'm not sure if I
want to be
100%
totally
comfortable. You going down for the polygraph?
I go in.
You going?
I go in. We are on time.
I not going.
You not going?
I not going.
Is
I
it,
just see list of questions and thing first, boy.
No, the list of questions.
You can't prepare
The
before.
list
Nah.
of questions.
I'm asked to ask you some kind of
No, the list of
fun questions there. and Whoa.
Kids when I do a mock exam.
Yeah, I didn't
That
come.
why I say-
I didn't come to answer them questions, brother. Next thing you see your wife, I have a little extra questions there on this side.
It had no little extra.
Whoa. What is that?
It's to get your true reaction.
Yeah,
I don't know
come
how accurate these tests are though. I feel like
What is the money?
I feel like it's a woman make that machine.
Possibly.
I feel like it's a woman create that machine.
Possibly.
I'm gonna Google it and see.
You see? But I let you know if anybody carry me down for the polygraph, I ask some questions on my own too.
And?
I had to ask.
before you reach.
I had things I had to ask people too, so yeah. So like, your turn now. Right? Come on.
Nah, dog. I say is if you don't trust your partner on that level, it's better you just press, dog.
Yeah.
We're sticking around for.
I want to agree, but then again, but everybody relationship different. And if you comfortable on that level of mistress and all cool, all you do all the thing. If all you happy like that, all you do all the thing, man.
Right, so case in point, right? You're going down the road, take the polygraph.
Right.
You fail all the questions.
No, well,
He's
oh
a
God.
big liar.
Tough.
Wow.
Now
Tough.
your relationship over anyway.
For sure.
Yeah.
3,500 and just press, dog.
You coulda.
And buy 10 bottles of rum.
But
Upon
But
agreed.
Breezy.
Sorry, 35 ounces, 30 ounces.
but breezy.
Legal limit.
But breezy.
Nah.
Suppose you had go down and you get all right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You'd
if
have done
you
the
don't
demand
trust
for
me,
nothing.
if you don't trust me, you still waste your money.
No way you had done the demand for nothing.
Nah, dog.
And that real woman, they just do trust you, you know.
And
They
shouldn't
do
be with
nothing
them,
yet, you know.
And you shouldn't be with them.
They
As a
just do
starting
trust
position.
you. Yeah,
That's
they do
enough to
trust
not be
you.
with your dog.
So,
We
you know,
talking
but you
about
might know. You might know. She might express it to you.
Fair.
I sure it her real men know with the polygraph emergency. Them now find out they're not trusted. Them now, well, yeah, nah, I see this polygraph thing down there. Yeah. All the time, everything good with the relationship, as far as them know. Everything right up. All of a sudden, people get ideas. Well, let me go and do a little polygraph now.
Just so?
Just
I'll
so.
make sure. I'll make sure.
Just so.
To make sure. You gotta make sure.
Romance, breezy. She said, well, romance.
Nah, come down from there.
You know, let me go to dinner.
What you doing up
Let me go and watch a movie, and then
And then
after,
go for a polygraph.
take a little
Now, like, go for the
polygraph.
polygraph first, so I don't waste money and then I leave movie.
We just looking for things to do. You know, we went to the zoo last week.
Belt the polygraph up front.
That could
How
never
old
be
35? Nah, man.
To the 500, boy.
new date ideas.
Answers expensive out
And
here.
and a polygraph.
Answers expensive out here, boy. It's just like,
Nah, be
This man taking the $1,000 up there, you know, to
Yeah.
35.
Nah,
Come on.
nah.
but I mean, it has some women out there looking for answers for them questions, and they will they will spend that money.
Nah, girl, let's find out. I think they wanna find out without that.
Yeah, that's why I said Trini woman. Yeah, they may need that machine.
Facts. Them watching it.
Yeah,
This
them
man like, look at him.
No, but I feel that is like most Trini women, whether they're lying or not. That,
I mean,
well, watching your eye and like, nah, you lying. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not. I understand that when I lie, I do look the same way. Yeah, no, I can't really tell the difference, but I'm not lying this time. Yeah, nah. Man, I know for a fact Trini men is like probably some of the most suspected men in the world, right?
Of course, don't say all.
Trini
All of
men,
us one bracket.
As a collective.
yeah, as a collective, we are the most suspected men in the world. Even if you're good or not, I feel like just under being a Trini, you're just
Wait, near bad and
suspected.
then go great. It's a good now.
Yeah, you're suspected. Yeah, you're suspected.
hilarious.
Prove
for sure.
yourself.
So you're coming in and you're doing everything right. You're saying all the right things. You're doing all the right things.
Nah,
But
suspicious.
you're still in a kind of suspect
too
man
good.
bracket. Right, true. You're in a suspect man bracket, and then your friends and them don't really do you no justice, because in our 3 and 5, every 3 and 5 really is suspect. So you have a suspect by association going on. Right, true.
That is it.
Right, true. Yeah. Ah, yes, but what? If it is your relationship, as Breezy say, if it really in that place where you have to go for a polygraph,
Yep.
Better you just, you know?
better you full up.
Yeah.
Better you full up. Right? I mean, for me, I say if it is you really at that place and you don't feel the person was true to you and thing, make that decision that here what? We either gonna try and make this work or not and start afresh. Say this is what I need from you. This is what I prepared to give you. Make sure we're on the same page. And let me start afresh. Forgive and forget and move on. Save yourself to the 500. Go to Tobago.
And
Right? Go a little lamb
Yeah,
starfish from Friday to Sunday, all inclusive with that money. Right? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks included. Have a nice time and start it off fresh. Honeymoon again. And we start again. Right?
Boy.
Yeah.
I
I don't actually know if starfish will only cost that amount. I don't. But I don't go
Average,
yeah, the average.
Or you just go and say Keeks in.
Yeah, nah, don't call starfish
It's
talking about that.
35.
Was it 3,500 special?
Yeah,
No.
Keeks in. What is the 500
Don't do that.
special?
Don't do that.
Organize
Don't do that.
it.
Yeah,
I
don't do that.
thought the counseling psychologist was coming up in the final hour. You know?
I practice it.
All right.
Yeah,
I practice
you
it. I
get in
practice
groove
it.
now.
We in a gear.
So that is the week in review there, folks. Not a bad week.
Not a bad week
Not a
at
bad
all.
week. Not a bad week. Right? Not a bad week.
And as I mentioned, we do have a guest for tonight. The word of the night is not necessarily a challenge, but we could make it a challenge if all you feel like. So some people questioning on the social media if we have any word of the night. We're in a writing mood, come in. But tonight's word of the night, we're focusing on men's mental health. Luckily enough, it's the 30th of June, final day of the month, and this is the month of men's mental health awareness. So we're doing our little part, and we have Jel Valdez.
JL Valdez. Yes.
JL. JL Valdez joining us to discuss that. That will be coming up in the final hour. But it is now 7:13 on the clock. What that means, boy? You know what time it is?
Izzy Bus Tunawa!
Time to bust tune. We had our guest in this session from early o'clock, but we're gonna go back to Swiss Tea to juggle some tunes. When we come back, we join Breezy once again, our guest to bust tune.
Yo.
TTNL, we here till 9 p.m. Rock back, enjoy the music. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. We're looking for the 9,000s.
So, I was running. Full speed, right? No, for real. Me, Annalie Prime, was running. Why? I don't know. Down the street, right? Like around late evening, so I could feel the sunset. And suddenly, I realized the street I was running on was filled with houses and cars. But no people, no sound, like a vacuum. and I start to focus on the absence of sound. The more I focus, the more this vacuum take me upwards into silence, until it was just me and my heartbeat and the moon. And in my heartbeat, I hear a voice so familiar, and a tiny flame dancing in space meet my eyes and hold my heart and say, you'd be okay.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Lady gone, now where she gone? Down the road and it take her down. Like she head and take, she so. Under the moon, the lady gone. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 the lady gone. Ay, 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 ay. Under the moon, the lady gone.
I was chosen. Give me life, give me life. I'm unfolding. Shine my light, shine my light. Ooh. Amongst you can lay the blues. You are chosen. Give me life, give me life.
Lady gone, now where she gone? Down the road and it take her down. Like she head and take, she so. Under the moon, the lady gone. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 the lady gone. Ay, 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 ay. Under the moon, the lady gone.
On the go now. I'm alive, I'm alive. What you know now? I'm alright, I'm alright. Ooh, amongst you can feel the blues. You are golden. You're alive, you're alive.
Lady gone, now where she gone? Down the road and it take her down. Like she head and take, she so. Under the moon, the lady gone. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 the lady gone. Ay, 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 ay. Under the moon, the lady gone.
You're Brooklyn on them.
Come closer. Give me all the loving where you are. Come closer. Love is amplified coming down. Come closer. Come close. Come close.
Stop bickering, Nicky. I just need all your love. Stop bickering, Nicky. I just need all your trust. Stop bickering, Nicky. No need for no confusion. Stop bickering, Nicky. I just need all your love.
She am a dung bad. I don't bother. I'm a dung
This is TTNL, True Talk, No Lie, to the next level on OURradio.fm.
I see the sweet slimmy, pretty on the IG. Slide and GDM like, hey, pretty slimmy, where you mind me? She send me back, she WhatsApp contact, and she tell me all that. 2 weeks later, get a screenshot in my WhatsApp, like, where's that? It's nothing to explain. You can't stop me talking to Shireen. Girl, you must be insane. If she cut and leave, then you is to blame. Girl, you getting me upset. You can't burn me like a cigarette. You can't even talk me to your friends when it's the reason me and you end. Yeah, I'm a dung bad. I don't bother. I'm a dung bad. She am a dung bad. I don't bother. I'm a dung bad. Don't, I don't bother. She am a dung bad. Don't, I don't bother. She am a dung bad. Like Alicia with the bam bam, yeah the bam bam.
Sounds of our first guest on the inside. The man himself, BreezyDozIt.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Y'all like Alicia with the bam bam, yeah the bam bam. Y'all like Selena with the bam bam, yeah the bam bam. Woman like Dashka with the bam bam, yeah the bam bam. Oh, y'all like Keisha with the bam bam, yeah the bam bam. I want to hold ya, say yes and just no. I don't want control ya, don't even have to know ya. I could just take a loan, no girl I no owner. You put on a show, no me and wrong your throat. My grip on your shoulder, go get in my zone, cause I just want you know that. Slim bumper, girl, yes I love ya. Goosebumps
every time that I touch you. I like the way you sit right between my hip and go down low. When you see them girl with them big bump on behind, oh, like Alison Hines and Alisa with the bam bam, the bam bam. I like Khalifa with the bam bam, yeah the bam bam. Woman like Nessa with the bam bam, yeah the bam bam. Oh girl, just bless me with the bam bam, yeah the bam bam.
Ready again on the inside. It's time to bust tune. Wanna welcome back the man whose sweet music you've been hearing for the last couple. The man, the one, the only, BreezyDozIt.
Yeah. Check.
Rock and come back in. So we saying this is Breezy first time in the building, first time in TTNL, first time in O.U.R. The man coming like a tourist. You see him
Nah, it
watching
was
all
nice,
around.
man.
This was look like on the other side.
You see, it feels like if Breezy has been with us here all along.
Yeah, facts.
Because we've been seeing Breezy in the chat week after week.
And this is the third time we actually interviewing Breezy to bust tune.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
And it's the second time is a EP dropping. So we know Breezy's been working very, very hard.
And we bust tune with artists who would have gotten their music produced by Breezy as well. Right. So Breezy is no stranger to the show.
Facts.
Just stranger to the venue, the location.
Yeah. The live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fresh out the mix.
To the live. So welcome, Breezy. Good to have you finally.
Glad
Good to
be
finally.
here, glad to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
Let me chop it up in the flesh.
Yeah.
No kind of massacre vibes, as violent as that may have sounded. Yeah, man. What?
Nah, I know what you're talking about. It's the last time how it
chopping
take
it up.
a little while before the audio and the video had sync. Yeah, house licks.
Right. Yeah. So BreezyDozIt, we here to bust tune. Well, tell us about the EP. Let's begin there. Sailing the EP out now.
Yeah, we're sailing out now on all streaming platforms. It's a mixture of soca, have a little calypso in it, and slight little sprinkle, a little afro inside. And you know it's inevitable because African, but
yeah,
there's good vibes across the board. Chill music, little thing up here and there, but yeah.
A little thing up here and there.
Yeah, all you gonna listen to it too. All you get a little taste of the sailing, a taste of the steel drum, and then the rest is for you to go and discover.
For sure. How many tracks you have on the CP?
6 tracks on the CP.
6. Why 6, boy?
Well, that's how much I finished. It's reached that point. So I started working on it in October last year. And it's reached that point where it's like, look, I just want to be done with this. I'm going to finish this project. Because I'm like to finish things now.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing
it
that.
was looking like if I had keep going and do all the tracks I was supposed to do, it might have been dropping next week.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you're rolling those over for the next
album
EP.
then.
Oh, we go see.
Or album.
We go see if
We
there's
go
more
see.
music dropping.
Album.
Right now, I really trying to put this on pause too. I'm trying to put this. It's too much work at the moment. And like I was talking to my brother the other day, and I was like, dog, I ain't live in like 6 years, dog. Like I just been chasing this blinder zone.
Yeah.
And I just looking for I'm pushing hard with this project, and then depending on how it go, I go decide what I'm doing next.
Okay, fair enough. I heard that same thing from another artist recently as well. Because when I saw him, I asked him, and he said, boy, I just taking a break.
Yeah.
Because it's work.
Yeah.
It's work. We talked that last week. It's work. As much as you might enjoy it, you know, it might be a passion, it's still work.
Big facts.
Lots of work too.
Especially when you had to sit down and engineer your own thing.
Well, if you want to be BreezyDozIt,
No, you don't want to.
and does it all, well, you gotta take a little licks.
A little licks coming inevitably.
Facts.
But Breezy, how you think the difference? How you describe the difference between the last project and this one, and what do you feel like the difference in the experience in between both albums?
The last project was me kind of introducing that sound that I wanted to lean into, which is Calypso, or the new Calypso as they would call it. It was more digital sounding sounds. It had maybe one sound with live elements in it. But this project have way more samples and live instruments and stuff like that now. So I wanted to go more live essentially, just more authentic in the sound. That's the difference between the two projects really.
Okay.
And more soca than calypso.
Alright.
Yeah.
So how you have approached this one differently to the last one, or what's your process like?
The process for this one was I produce all the tracks first and then I scrap out the ones I didn't like as much. I picked my favorites and I was like, cool, I'm working on these. So I ended up producing most of the music first. Some songs right early. Some songs had chorus here, verse here, but I didn't really try to write too much. I just wanted to focus on producing the music.
Okay.
Because sometimes I find the song I'd write while I start producing the music and the song I'd write after producing the music is two different songs. So I kind of just produce them and rest them down. And then I had to take a break to do Bam Bam. I take a break from doing music to do music. And then I produced and drop Bam Bam. And then after doing Bam Bam, I went right back to work on the project again, produce out the rest of the tracks. And then I just sit on them for like maybe 2 weeks, get them a 2 weeks break.
Yeah.
And then I started writing, record everything in a month, and then take 2 months to engineer everything. Yeah. That was the process for this one. Big up Jarrell Ramsey one time. I don't know if he in the chat or not, but big up Jarrell on the artwork.
Let us see what the chat looking like.
We have some fans on the inside. I see Matix, well, that Trini Gamer, DJ Annie Pooh Entertainment, Cynthia Charles,
big up
Lane,
Breezy,
Team Echelon on the inside, Lita Joseph, love to
mommy,
you,
big up
Breeze. Mommy on the inside,
mommy.
love in the house. Well, welcome to the family, all family and friends on the inside, fans of the man they call Breezy Does It. I feel you ready now to bust tune, Breezy. We will talk some more when we come after this one.
True.
Well, we in the flesh now. We in person now. The mic in front of you now. So we passing it over to you. Bust tune for the TTNL audience and crew.
Let's shout out to everybody locked on right now on the TTNL O.U.R radio. This one is called Sailing of the Sailing EP, the first track. They tell me give a little vocals on the second half of the song. So just take in the little vibes. Squeeze tune, dog.
Yeah. Check. I'm sailing on, sailing on. I know the courage it takes for you to want this lifetime storage, soul tie bondage. I know your story. Can't leave you alone, man, never lonely. You come on phone for reassurance. I'm sailing on the sea of love. Oh, I row. I'm sailing on the sea of love. Oh, I row. And I need nothing at all from you. One is me and you, just us two, I got you. Cause I need nothing at all from you. One says me and you. Nah. And don't say I never tell you this. Never tell you this, no. Do you know best of this? Tell me you're not playing tricks on me. Hit me like a ton of bricks. Whole night pure bliss. And every time I reminisce. So baby, let me tell you, I'm sailing on the sea of love. Oh, I row. I'm sailing on the sea of love. Alright, you be alright, and once at least touch the shoreline, and thank you for the more life, but hold on. From the beach to the boat ride, and but at least you be outside, and alright, hold on, yeah. Whoa. Na.
Bang.
I don't want to just sing over the whole track.
Backs. Taking us on a ride on the seas.
And it has that classic breezy sound.
Breezy feel and
That
finish.
breezy, yeah, for sure.
Somebody describe that to me. I don't understand.
Come on.
Boy,
Breezy
I
does
couldn't
it. That
even-
one is called Sailing.
Couldn't even describe it if I try, but
Title track
It's a feeling.
of the new Sailing EP.
A vibration.
Streaming everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Breezy. So you have 6 tracks, right? This one here. What was the inspiration for this one? How come it wasn't our next Bam Bam or Adong Bad?
So, well, there was not next Bam Bam because on the off season of Carnival, anything
Okay.
that's not Carnival, I don't like to focus on the same topics essentially.
Okay.
We covered that already and we're going to cover it again next year. So just switch it up a little bit, bring out different vibes in the writing essentially. Just that's the whole reason. It's not the same thing again, basically. Yeah. I like to switch it up.
Nice.
We've seen many a version of the Breezy, but still capturing the essence, the sound, that signature groove. I don't know. You're asking for ways to describe it. People in the audience, who in the chat, let us know how you describe the Breezy sound, because it's a sound that is very signature. You could hear it, recognize it.
Yeah.
The way
And-
the drums roll a certain way.
And it's not even just Breezy production. It's when Breezy is performing the song as well. That has a totally distinct sound to a song that Breezy might produce for another artist. You know, so but it there now, like it there, it's a totally different song. Like this and Bam Bam is two totally
different elements,
different ends of the spectrum, but some way, somehow
there's a synergy,
it have
something keeping it together.
that you could say, wait, that is Breezy. That something. I sure always the something that we trying to
The only thing is the same as the kicker, no? Nothing else. But I don't know. I can't explain that.
Even in the writing style.
Yeah,
fair.
Right? There's a certain vibe to it. Certain vibe.
Je ne sais quoi.
We do see.
We don't know.
We do see Jarrell in the comments.
Big up yourself, my G.
Shiloh868. Big up all yourselves.
Mad.
And this is who? SGB.
SGB. Sounds like somebody new. Lita, I love your wines.
What?
Moms just make wines.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
I read in here and I like,
I recall that the homemade wines. Yeah.
All right.
Goodness. Not the other kind of wines. I know.
All right. They get more worried for a second there.
Which part of wine passing?
And after the man said that his mom's ass, like, what? Hello?
Imagine they got a message. Yeah, I love your wines. And
hello?
Which kind?
Right. Clutch with that S.
Right, so that was the first track of the EP.
Yes, sir.
From Breezy.
Title track, Sailing, yeah.
Right, so Sailing, we're going into another one.
The Bussin' 2.
So we heard Sailing. So we get the Sailing vibes there. How different or how similar is this other track?
It's not the same at all. This one, Steel Drum, is a social commentary, essentially.
Okay.
This song have explicit in it that I will not be saying on radio, but this song literally just come to me, dog. Like, I had no control over the way it was written, basically. I just catch our vibes after producing the track, and I just run with it. I don't want to explain it too much because I will hear the song and be like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
No.
It's nothing I like. But I guess I still had a je ne sais quoi, as you describe it.
Yeah.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais Breezy.
Je ne sais Breezy.
Right, so Breezy, again, as much as we just lay a bus tune, the show is all yours again. Do your thing.
Right, so this one is called Steel Drum of the Sailing EP, available on all streaming platforms. Once again, squeeze tune.
Reporting live from the 868. Yeah, she need bad, but she need great. They say, my people is happy people. But like Tasha say, I look around and I don't see happiness. But my people is grateful people. But we mix up with badness and just a little sadness. Cause in the land of the steel drum, where the steel drum is not the only real steel drum. But I never lived that life, they don't know none about that. Time for my place with the drums to go bam bam bam. In the land of the steel drum, where pan belly just play more than real drums. But I never lived that life, they don't know none about that. But time for my place with the drums to go rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta. Hey, move back. Don't come close here with all of that. Cause if you hit your with this, they go into like a heart attack. You say, don't live like that. And I should make my money stack. But it's racism and discrimination for anybody who skin black. The poverty line, don't slap. While all the pockets getting fat. That kind of thing is what has happened in my nation. But they don't wanna fix that, no. In the hand of the steel drum, where the steel drum is not the only real steel drum. But I never lived that life, they don't know none about that. But time for my place with the drums to go. In the land of the steel drum, where pan belly does play more than. But I never lived that life, they don't know nothing about that. But time for my place with the drums to go bram. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, boy. No more packs. No more packs. Yeah.
We had sailing taking us on these seas. This one take man a trip there.
Yeah, this one was.
I didn't know where we were going.
Yeah.
Expected.
My goodness.
But something that I didn't know you needed.
Yeah. Breezy, big up your whole self, brother.
That's my G.
The production so smooth.
Appreciate that.
Love the social
like
commentary
the vibes,
on it too.
Social the message from the tune too.
Come on.
The message.
Just wanted to do something different though. I'm glad that I just come out naturally from the beat. Anytime I approach the instrumental, I wanted to make something weird. When I hear that tone, I was like,
mission accomplished.
This,
Because in the start, I was like, what is happening?
Fellas are not going on say, right? Here to your feet, you know.
Yeah. Well, we did ask him, and he said very different.
And it was.
Wow.
It was.
Still not expecting that one. You heard it here first. Right here on True Talk No Lie, BreezyDozIt.
Bless.
What's the name of that one?
Steel drum. And it's real poetic.
Or for the ceiling EP, go check it now. Stream it up.
That tune you had to listen now, boy.
Come on.
Message in it.
I mean, you could just close your eyes and vibe take to the beat part.
Yeah. They beat that.
Well, I feel like by now everybody should know where to find you. But for anyone who's tuning in for the first time today, let the people know where they could find you.
You could find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere looking for me at BreezyDozIt, BreezyDozIt, as BreezyDozIt.
And if you're looking for the music.
And music is available on all streaming platforms. It's up on my YouTube channel. It's up on SoundCloud. It's up on AudioMac. So it has some free streaming. If you're looking for free streaming, YouTube, SoundCloud, AudioMac.
Breezy, right now the comments lit up.
Yeah, the tune. Lit
up. That's one of my favorites. I was asking if I could do two, because of course I had to do sailing, but I really wanted to do this one.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Hard local, let's say.
Yes. We go say again. What we go say again? Breezy, big up yourself. Thank you so much for passing through and busting tune with us. It's been nice having the vibes, you know. You don't have to leave, of course. You can stick around. We here till 9. We have Shem in the building coming up next.
Thanks for having me. Blessings to
and
everybody
of
on the
course,
inside.
Later on, you might want to just tune in to the little discussion that we'll be having, you know, men's health on the inside.
The word of the night is men's mental health. We have Jelly.
JL.
I need to get this right. I need to get this right by about 20 minutes. JL Valdez joining us to the inside. Would it be night time? We go back to Swisty, juggle a few, and we come back with Shem to bust more tune. TTNL, we here till 9 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Join the vibes. O.U.R radio.fm. You asked for it, haters, pon the replay.
From 868.
Steel drum, just bust, right here on TTNL.
But you need great.
Breezy does it.
They say, my people is happy people. But like Tasha said, I look around and I don't see happiness. But my people is grateful people. But we mix up with badness and just a little sadness. Cause in the land of the steel drum, where the steel drum is not the only real steel drum. But I never lived that life, they don't know that. Time for my place with the drums go bam bam bam. In the land of the steel drum, where Pandeli just play more than real drums. But I never lived that life, they don't know that. But time for my place with the drums to go bam bam bam. Hey, move back. Don't come close here with all of that. Cause if you hit there with us, they go hit you like a heart attack. You say, don't live like that. And I should make my money stack. But it's racism and discrimination. For anybody who's can block. The poverty line do slap. Right on the pockets getting fat. That kind of thing is what has happened in my nation. But they don't wanna fix that. No, when they land at the steel drum. Where the steel drum is not the only real steel drum. But I never lived that life, they don't know nothing about that. But time for my place with the drums to go bam.
Me and the whole thing, lockdown. My dog, where you feel? Lockdown. Me and the whole thing, lockdown. My dog, where you feel? Lockdown. Dollars in a pint just like a tiger head striper. Hyper. None of them not real, them could not style us like us. Money man, I remember when them not believe me, tell them see the way the greens and stuff you ripe up. Rise up, faster than my type, no could not back up with two. No filter, live and kill it, toss me like the Trinidad cool. Y'all start me paparazzi with them calling the youth. Become me pocket full of hundreds every day. Me and the whole thing, lockdown. My dog, where you feel? Lockdown. Me and the whole thing, lockdown. My dog, where you feel? Lockdown.
Sometimes this shit is sweet. Sometimes better like Zebra Pig. But you have your own journey. Me not follow a
but we not give up. Man strong enough.
Sometimes this shit is sweet. Sometimes better like Zebra Pig. But you have your own journey. Me not follow a set of feet. Better be firm face the heat. Open like the letter C. Not sell out just to get a peek at the nice life. Cause life nice, it gonna be better G. Please don't do never about me. Just to get a meal man go like mahogany. The way we stunt like pepper tree. But I'm a counterfeit, me say loyalty can be purchased to go buy no counterfeit. Never the powder we until the crowd that scream. When I leave it in amazing for see faces reveal snakes in the green. Can't fool we with a set of teeth. Them hate your rims, them and you let just see. Careful we tell a dream. Them a kill your fear and a weed and I hear no see. Them cry in the cemetery. Progress makes enemies. Keep your mood silent, don't need no fake energy. Progress makes enemies. Keep your mood silent, don't need no fake energy. Have you ever seen fate move a mountain, make it look like the weight of a pepper seed? I get a feeling, adrenaline, thinking about my dreams manifesting to reality. When you need them, you never see. Productivity could only pause like apostrophe. Man, me must happy, ambitious, so me must have dreams. Success sweet like your boss, cheap like a custard cream. No more cluster jeans when me bust up, please make my lungs happy. Wake, bake, and a steam. When elevating, amazing for see faces. Reveal snakes in the green wake, every leaf blaze, everything. Yeah, fool we with us at a teeth. Them hate your rims, them and you let the seat. Careful, wait till you dream. Them will kill you for you in a weed, and I hear no see. Them cry in the cemetery.
Man, I know mankind so wicked and murderous. On ninja, in a him alone they put me trust. Man work hard for me things so them can't walk over us. After months so hard from down to dust. Can do my rather chance yeah murder. But mine never see when we broke and I talk it out. Big feet them outside the club it out. Dang my work hard play hard and know the road. My man know she son great never had a dough. Man a king what do the pussy them. Bad mind for the God I go to feed them. For the love of a dollar can't kill my friend. Oh them so bad mind after all we do for them. I hate them, I hate it when he make man greater. Grind out so we stack that paper. Yo, the attack, man, a real dream chaser. I hate them, I hate it when he make man greater. Grind out so we stack that paper. Yo, 1,000 man, a real dream chaser.
When I roll with 40 man, in my pocket me I roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood gun, pokey brand. And them know in a blood gun audition. Chop. When I roll with 40 man, in my pocket me I roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood gun, pokey brand. And them know in a blood gun audition. One time me go link with Dapper. And this if the days we are beating the hour. Me now play 24 like Jack Power. Put the vessel in a sport mode, road the devour. Chop, why people so corrupt? Back shot for them girl, boom boom turn up. Touchdown in a Guyana party mash up. BPS a rave from night till sun up. Yo, Taz and them just start party. And them a pre-man RG. Success of it come with a
DJ Swisty.
Them never wild garbage. Me do me think them so high so savage. The whole team never play for no average. Every car pass them stand up on a market. Me realize up press is a target. Chop, me no roll with 40 man. In my pocket me I roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood gun, pokey brand. And them know in a blood gun audition. Chop, me no roll with 40 man. In my pocket me I roll with 40 grand. Step out neat in a blood gun, pokey brand. And them know in a blood gun audition.
We a make history. So not a boy could have this sweet. Yeah. Take my spot on a throne dog and claim a victory. We shoot goals like Christy. We do it so fast, but a mystery. No, everybody wanna talk like they miss me, but me know they worry deep down in the 6 feet. We stay focused on the mission. You can't roll with Dapper team if you don't have vision. Cause when Dapper talks, he don't ask for permission.
Remember exclusive link. The Bus Tune 2.6 link is in the description below. Check it out right now. Hear this and much more.
Soon we are make history. So not a boy could have this way. Yeah. Take my spot on a throne dog and claim a victory. We shoot goals like Christy. We do it so fast with a mystery. No, everybody wanna talk like they miss me, but me know they worry deep down in the 6 feet. Something they real and don't know the meaning. Me the fuck with feelings, get to deceiving. So much fight down, me just can't believe it. Them don't know my reason why me to need the secret deep, but I got the feelings. Me just can't come back from healing. Me identify the snakes and always reveal it. When it's your turn, dog, you will feel it. Soon we are make history. So not a boy could have this sweet. Yeah. Take my spot on a throne dog and claim a victory. We shoot goals like Christy. We do it so fast, but a mystery. Now everybody wanna talk like they miss me, but me know they worry deep down in the 6 feet.
Some boy don't like we, I'm not like them, so me not just friend. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Some boy don't like we, I'm not like them, so me not just friend. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Some boy don't like we, I'm not like them, so me not just friend. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Yeah, we evil, like killer people. I run up on your block with the chrome desert eagle. Then we speed off in a unmarked vehicle. We do the crime and never get no time, yo dog. None of my dog, them not take no chat from my boy.
DJ Swisty.
From your this outside, we take you off the map. Chin the evil and we not play that. Got some clips longer than a damn album. Mess with my team and it's activation. Yeah, we Trinidad and we love the nation. We love the nation, yo. Some boy don't like we, I'm not like them, so me not just friend. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Some boy don't like we, I'm not like them, so me not just friend. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Load up everything out of the key, dog. And it a damn sing. One in your face, dog, but it's sinking. And I play thing, dog, and I play thing. When some boy try this, violate my team, dog, turn to Amish. That's why some boy could never this. Bullet off it tick like blood clot Christy. Me na fist fight. Dead man walking, gun do the talking. Put some boy them 6 feet in a blood clot coffin. In a blood clot coffin. Some boy don't like we, I'm not like them, so me not just friend. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Some boy don't like we, I'm not like them, so me not just friend. Run up on we dog, we a kill them. Run up on we dog, we a kill them.
Flames in the comments for the man DJ Swiss T on the ones and twos. Come on. What we go say again?
Box.
Busting tune after tune after tune. Keeping the vibes pumping as we do each and every Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. And we here with more tune to bust this evening.
Yeah, boy. I wonder if any of the viewers having the same issues that we have in here in studio, but we just noticed that everybody, including our next guest from what it's sounding like right now, everybody seem to be having some what is? I'm not sure. It's not congestion. We not congested.
I don't know, boy.
Everybody seem to be breathing fine, but everybody throat kind of getting them kind of
rough. Yeah.
We have a little nasal drip kind of vibes happening.
Apologies for the listeners.
Yeah, boy.
Sorry. It's now, I don't know what it is.
We wondering if it's the AC.
Management.
Yeah, by these working conditions that we under here right now.
They like that to reach ocean.
Yeah, we had to go on strike, go outside the building with the placard. Don't let we had to go down that road, right? But folks, we still on the inside and we still in the bus tune hour. Right, we heard from Breezy Does It. And it's time for us to come now to our second bus tune artist today.
TTNL, say welcome to Shem.
Yo, what's good?
Shem, welcome to TTNL, welcome to True Talk No Lie.
Blessings, my G. It's a pleasure to be here, bro.
You know what's the nice vibes about Shem? This is first time with True Talk No Lie. So his first time is in this version.
Across the board.
This is our introduction to Shem, same way. Welcome, Shem. Tell the people, listeners, about yourself, who you are, where you come from.
Well, first I'd like to say I appreciate everybody who is on the live right now, taking in the vibes. Well, as you would know, my name is Shem. Regular, nothing too special, just following the dream, trying to make the thing happen for the team, let's go, bro. I from the east side, so east side we reside.
East side in the building by 2.
Busy throwing up gang signs right now.
I feel a little bit threatened. No matter call young feed up in the building.
But yeah, it is go, bro. I just out here doing anything, it is. Trying my best to stay focused on, bring more content for the people because that's what they've been asking for. So
more vibes, more music.
Yes, I.
Well, they're here to bust tune. Tell us about the track you're gonna preview for us tonight.
Well, the name of this song is called Believe Me. It was released last week Friday. It was also produced by one of my good friends and colleagues, Classic Hi-Fi. The song is basically about matters of the heart, I should say, as I would have discussed with other people, It's like basically just about going through stuff in your relationship and, trying to make things happen between you and your significant other, I guess. And it's just music, bro, It's just a vibe, you know what I mean? So it's not really like to say I was making the song with general intention. It was just more of, feeling.
And we need feelings music, you know?
Of course.
I like a little feelings music every now and then, you know.
Sometimes you have to self-reflect.
Yeah, bro. So that's the vibe.
Meditate with the music.
You see, it comes back to men's mental health.
Come on.
Sometimes you just need a little music to get in that mood. To show that care.
Mood, escape your reality.
Facts. And that's kind of the music that I aim to make now. Like stuff that would, just take your mind away from stuff that you're going through, or like, just carry on a whole different journey through the music now. So yeah.
All right. Well, with that said, ready to bust tune?
Yes, I busted.
Right. So you know it go. You saw the demonstration
twice
by BreezyDozIt. We're gonna hand the mic over to you. You introduce your song to the TTNL listeners across the world.
Yes, I blessings. The name of this track is called "Believe Me," and it is out right now, streaming everywhere from Apple Music to Spotify to YouTube. Everywhere. Just go check it out. Shem, Believe Me. Like, get into it one time.
Seem to be having a little bit of trouble with the audio. Not sure what's going on right now.
Any tech support there?
Somebody call 911.
Tech support.
That's Keegs' number. Keegs is my emergency contact. Number 1. The rhythm is keeping us.
The TTNL rhythm has refused to stop playing.
This is Blase Vanguard for 100% TNT music.
Do not be alarmed, folks. Even though we are alarmed, you please don't be alarmed yourselves. Alright? Everything is okay.
It's cool, we outside.
It's not okay here, but everything is okay in a general sense. We are not quite sure what's happening.
Oh, we outside, man.
Let me talk to Shem a little bit more until we get the audio sorted out. Wait. You ready? Find that song, can I solve? Well, all right. I feel we're ready now in our gear, so let's try that one more time. Turn the mic over to Shem one more time to bust tune.
Well, once again, the name of this, and it was produced by Classic Hi-Fi, written, composed, and performed by me. Vocals was recorded by me. The mix and the master was also done by Classic. The artwork for the song was done by my brethren, Christian Burkett. And yeah, big up 3 a.m. one time. So yeah, we outside.
She wanna hook me with a charm. I got dues to pay. She wanna fuck me all night long and told me don't be late. So baby, don't delay. I like the way she handle it. She gon' make me bust. Watch her swallow up my kids. Then I beat it like a boxer. I'm all up in the real. Grab my glizzy while I'm fucking. fucking her so she know what's the bitch. She like daddy, you not regular, so I'm letting her load them clips up. My mind on M&M's. Yo bitch, she like my resident. She take that dick just like a champ. She on her force just like a champ. She take them shots like 50 Cent. If that pussy alive, I kill again. I thought that girl was heaven sent, but she a demon in the flesh. Yeah, they know I ain't playing fair. Young nigga be wildin', I can make him disappear. Say she want a fraction, she just want a whole share.
She say to be honest, 33, I think you rare. Yeah, yeah, I'm like baby, hell yeah, yeah. I done did some shit that made me surpass all my peers. I'm like, tell me what you scared of, and I promise you taking. Hey, she know that she don't wanna believe me. I need you to take me a little bit more than seriously. I know you don't believe me. Hey, feel like yesterday. She wanna hook me with a charm. I got bills to pay. She wanna fuck me all night long and told me don't be late. Hey, so baby don't delay. I like the way she gon' make me bust. Watch her swallow up my kids. Then I beat it like a box. I'm all up in her rib. Grandma dizzy while I'm fucking her so she know what's the. She like daddy, you not regular, so I'm letting her load them. Hey, she know that she don't wanna believe me. I need you to take me a little bit more than seriously. I know you don't believe me. She know that she don't wanna believe me. I need you to take me a little bit more than seriously. I know you don't believe me. Yeah. She don't believe me by name, boy.
It's be like that sometimes.
Yeah, bro. So the life is good. But yeah, that was the song, and honestly, I feel like I should let the people know one time. Music video for this song is gonna be dropping real soon.
Dropping soon.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a vibe. So let's look out for that one.
Right, nice. That's what we like to hear.
Believe me, the name of the song.
Yes, I.
Tune bad.
I appreciate that, bro.
Tune bad. When you say feelings, I was looking for a little more
comments
feelings.
One more time, the chat is lit up.
Your feelings wasn't on the feelings I was preparing myself for now. It's not it, but kind of rough when I realize what kind of feelings you talking about. I say,
relatable.
That is what we talking about. Yeah.
I mean, mans have feelings, and I don't mean they could take advantage of it. You understand?
Say like a boxer all up in she ribs in it. Whoa, come on, man. Whoa,
steamy,
poetic, yes. Romance, but like romance, you call that.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Shem on the inside. Now I've been watching Shem. I've seen him perform a couple of times. We Love especially stood out to me. That's why I met the brother and asked him to come on the show.
Yeah,
because again, we have so much untapped, hidden talent. But the day I finding them, we finding them at True Talk, No Lie. O.U.R representing for the talent we have in this country. TNT music to the hundreds. 100% local. Right here, Shem.
Yes, sir.
We getting into our next one?
Yeah, we could get into this one time.
Mm-hmm.
This one is actually one of my favorites because this was the first. This was basically my debut single now, boy. Since I changed my name from Young Titty Tree to Shem now, boy. Because plenty of people would know me as Titty Tree or Young Titty Tree, but it's officially Shem now. So that is the way we swinging. And yeah, the name of this track is called Make It Last. It was produced by Brooklyn Dundam. No other than
Brooklyn Real Bad.
Yes, Dan himself. You understand? The video was shot by 3AM Productions. Big up 3AM one time. Yeah, the artwork was done by Blacksty Man. I don't know if he's a, yeah. So it's basically along the same lines as Believe Me, but a little bit different. So we could jump into that one time.
Baby, I'ma get over everything you did just to hurt me in the past. Say what you want,
want, baby, you been getting older. Give me one good reason why we making this shit last.
Do what you want, baby, I'ma get over everything you did just to hurt me in the past. Say what you want, baby, you been getting older.
There's a fine line between the things I love and hate. Think that I'm blind, I know exactly what you crave. You want that limelight, I'll teach you how to stay in place. Know when I die, nobody else can take my place, yeah.
She say nobody else can make her feel like me. And if I take my things and leave, she catch a casualty. I need space, a minute just to get my heart some breeze. Now you saying I'm the reason that your heart's in three.
Do what you want, baby, I'ma get over everything you did just to hurt me in the past. Say what you want, baby, you been getting older. Give me one good reason why we making this shit last.
Hey, do what you want, baby, I'ma get over everything you did just to hurt me in the. Hey, say what you want, baby, you been getting older. Hey, but listen, hey. Yeah, I had too many women tryna play with me. You made a promise that you'd never do the same with me. I cared, but now my feelings just a. Hey, but I swear to God, when you left, you took a big part of me. You wrapped up inside my head, I be dying slowly. Turn that shit up.
Baby, I'ma get over everything you did just to hurt me in the past. Say what you want, baby, you been getting older. Give me one good reason why we making this shit last.
Do what you want, baby, I'ma get over everything you did just to hurt me in the past. Say what you want, baby, you been getting older. Give me one good reason why we making this shit last.
So now this is the kind of feelings I was talking about before now. Yeah.
Now in the feelings.
Now I'm my feelings there,
Yeah.
I feel like I was more in my bag on the next one, you know?
Yeah. The last one, you're coming out a little aggressive now, boy. This one a little more vulnerable.
I feel you.
Yeah.
More. It's more intimate, you would say. Yeah.
Well, good vibes, same way.
Yeah, if I was now, man, healed from all my trauma, that you know that really take my back out of be.
So what you're saying is a city boy now?
Me, no, that's not what I'm saying. I don't know where you get that translation from at all. I'm certain people let's be on this show taking it in certain level. You don't know dopamine that category.
We'll protect him at all costs, right?
Nah.
Speaking of which, I see in the viewer count more than the like count. So if you're dropping flames in the chat, take this time now. Just hit the little thumbs up. Likes go a long way. Subscribe if you haven't already. Every Thursday, we here busting tunes. Every Thursday, what's it?
What's going on?
Every Thursday. It's Thursday, I say?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every Thursday, 6 to 9 p.m.
Only one person like come now, boy.
Nah, boy.
Got a bag.
It's Breezy. Breezy says he like going up there now.
Big up yourself, Breezy.
See Shiloh in the chat there, busting flames, and actually, Shiloh came to mind here in the track too. Nice to see her in the same lane and putting out our music.
Come on,
right? Because that again is another space that we want to see. So when it is we look at the local, the local climate, filling every single gap, every single genre, every single facet of every genre. No matter how the things spin, we're supposed to be able to say, now we had that down here.
Correct.
For real, them men have me doing work too, you know. After that, I be billing over crates because the music
fit diverse,
correct.
Yeah, son.
Bro, the thing gonna reach to a point where they can't stop it, bro. You know what I mean? They just had to accept it that, you know, Trinis is the baddest musicians in the world, bro. You understand? It's a big fact. You understand?
We in everything.
Everything.
Like salt. In WWE already.
Come on.
We halfway there, man.
What next? Something most random, financially celebrating.
Yeah, we win in Emmys, we in WWE. Come on. We almost there.
Putting our flag up and waving proudly, representing TNT. Shem, before you leave, let the people know where they could find you and your music.
Well, you can find me on Instagram at I am Shem. That's IAMSH3M. That's I am Shem. And also on Twitter at the same thing. Facebook, Shem, Spotify, all streaming audio platforms. You could just look for me by the name Shem. And most likely you would have to type in one of my songs to find me. So Shem, Make It Last, or Shem, Believe Me. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that's me right there. Go show some love, and you don't know how the things go. We outside.
Man.
Show some love. Run up the streams if you please. The Bus Tune playlist 2.6 link in the description below. Run up the streams on that too. A lot of new tracks. This one took a little bit long because it's looking for some music. But if you're here with us, thank you for tuning in as usual. We have something a little new to do in this final hour. All the regulars will know by now that we have the Word of the Night challenge. Tonight we have a new Word of the Night with a little difference. The word is the discussion. And we have an important discussion taking place tonight.
Well, for the most part, Men's Mental Health Month kind of just went by and we didn't really touch on it.
Yeah.
At all. As men, I thought a little suspect on our part now, boy. A little disappointing on our part as men.
Yeah, but we couldn't let the month pass and not take the opportunity to discuss it. And thankfully, we have a guest joining us to walk us through the discussion.
Mm-hmm. But Swiss,
talk to me.
Men's mental health. Were you aware that this was Men's Mental Health Awareness Month?
Nope. They don't care about we, boy.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
Let's wait until we get JL.
Let me slow down there.
Yeah.
Let me slow down a little bit.
Save that for the
before
couch.
you say they don't care about we.
They don't care about we.
Wait, I just asking. So Breezy, Shem, were you all aware that this month was Men's Mental Health Awareness Month?
They don't care about we, boy.
But let's stop saying they don't care about we. I just asking if all you knew.
We wasn't designed for that. Right,
so the boys weren't aware. I feel like Navy was aware, I was aware. But even though we were aware, it probably wasn't at the forefront of our minds. It didn't hit us like what other commemorative event you feel like it is?
Like they care about we.
No.
It didn't hit us like they care about we.
No.
Right?
Did it hit us like we care about ourselves? Sis? That's what I'm saying.
Because who's the day?
Care about ourselves.
Who is they, Swiss?
Are we inclusive in the day?
All of us.
All are we?
When you say all of us, you say the day don't care about all of us.
Let me go back.
Going down with this
Let me
shit.
go back at 2 weeks. Right?
Alright, 2 weeks.
What sale it had for Father's Day?
What sale?
Yeah.
I feel like it probably had a few. It had a few things. I think I saw.
You're searching. You can't call one of the top of your head.
I can't call anything from Mother's Day off the top of my head either.
I could call plenty.
I feel you have a little resentment there. You that you're leading your resentment.
You see what Swiss is? He was over promised on the dream. Same like how you sell your daughter the dream about the hurricane.
Yeah.
But the storm. Yeah. I feel like Swiss had it in his mind that Father's Day, boy.
Yeah, we just
So Swiss get promises, so dreams for Father's Day we go treat you nice.
I try to find a reason to back up my boy.
Amanda's had to deal with it. That is what it is.
Swiss.
What?
That had nothing to do with the question I asked you. You're moving real abuse, man. But yeah, what?
Swiss frustration is coming out.
You don't know.
But this, I like that was your reaction there, Swiss. Because that kind of is part of the angle we come in today to talk about, right? Let's get JL on the inside, right? I can see her. Let me see if we can hear her.
Hello.
I am hearing her.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. So I hope the viewers, I hope you all are hearing her as well. You can let us know in the chat. All right. So introducing JL Valdez here with us I
Thank you for
assure-
pronouncing it properly. I really appreciate that.
I was having a hard time.
Keegs pronounce
I
it.
left this one up to Keegs.
Good thing is Keegs introduced here.
I don't know how many times it had taken to get the charm, but it wasn't 3.
And that just shows that
Wasn't
men
3.
need men for
Support,
support.
come on.
Right? So
Or
if you
some
can't-
sauce.
Yeah, if you can't
It's
get the job
literally my
done,
right hand man here.
I'm here. Right? So, JL, if you want to, you could just introduce yourself to the people, just like we make our artists do the same. Right? This will be the first time they are meeting you. So, just tell
Yes.
us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, good evening, everybody, and thanks for having me. It is my pleasure to be here. My name is JL Valdez, and I am a counseling psychologist by profession. I've been practicing for about a decade with experience in both private and public sectors. But right now, I am actually operating my own counseling practice, Equilibre Counseling and Consulting Services. Yes, and I'm happy again to be here.
It's a pleasure having you as our guest. We don't normally have guests. It's the first time in a while and the first non-musical guest I think we've had.
Oh, yay!
We have not done this before.
Our previous Word of the Night guest was Zakia Gill, poet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She was still a performer.
Yeah, a performer, artist. So first non-performer. Welcome to.
I feel privileged. Thank
yeah,
you.
to what I would enjoy. I anticipate enjoying having this discussion, and I feel so because when I reached out to Keegs about finding somebody to do something like this, a segment like this, he came up with your contact, and I was glad that you agreed to have also a female perspective in the mix. You know, we are
Right.
3 men in the room. Actually, there's 5 men in the room because the
Oh
artist
my.
still on the
Yeah.
inside. So we look forward to the insight and the perspective that you will bring to the table this evening. So welcome once again, and thank you for coming on board.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
All right. So, just in prefacing the discussion, I don't know if you're already listening. We had the DJ chiming in, and all I asked,
Saying nobody cares about us.
yeah, all I asked was if they knew, right, that the month was Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and the response wasn't no. It was nobody don't care about us.
Them don't like we.
Feelings hurt.
Them don't like
Right. So the discussion that we want to get in today, right, kind of surrounds that same reaction from DJ Swiss T. So we often hear that same rhetoric being said. You know, when it comes to men's mental health, it is largely ignored. Nobody do care about us, right? So you want to
Right.
explore that a bit. And I mean, you are the expert here in the field. You out there, you know what is being said. More than what is being said, you know what a lot of men might be going through. And we might be hearing it from them because a lot of men keep it on the surface with the
Yes.
brethrens, right? So is there any truth to the rhetoric that, you know what, well, all they really don't care about we?
I would like to say no, that is not true, that there's no truth to that. What I would say is that, in a sense, sometimes people will say that because in my practice, I rarely see men. And it's not because men don't have mental health issues, but I think society has really done a number on you all in terms of what you all believe masculinity to be and manliness to be, and somehow that does not include sharing your feelings. So if you all have been socialized to believe that this is not something that a man should do, a confident man, a secure man, then they're not going to do it. And unfortunately, we still see, I mean, it's changing. I would be, it would really be remiss of me to say, or irresponsible of me to say it's not changing. However, a lot of us would know, if a little girl falls, you run to cuddle her, you run to say, oh my gosh, are you okay? Gosh, poor baby. But if a boy falls, a lot of times the first response is, boy, what are you crying for? Get up, big man, don't cry. So if that's training, that seed is planted from young, then when, they reach their 20s, their 30s, their 40s, why would they now want to change that? So I don't think that it's true that we don't care, but I do think that there has been a lot of socialization to make it seem that way.
As you mentioned, change, right? I want to find out what other areas you see, or what do you think is responsible for the change in this behavior? Because we started off with the question of the awareness amongst the 5 of us in the room here. And, and my personal experience is that I find the awareness to be growing more and more each year. And you've echoed those sentiments in terms of male, I guess, clientele, if you would, coming out to seek therapeutic services and so on. But what do you think is responsible for the change, one, and then what other types of changes you see in the behavior of men that you might deal with?
Well, I think just awareness, right? You can't really change something if you don't know what it is. So I think within recent years, there has been a bigger thrust towards mental health and wellness in general, and also understanding the dangers that come from repressing your feelings or suppressing your feelings, I should say, right? And as a result of that, you find that the world is slowly but surely becoming more open to men being expressive with their feelings. You're finding more men encouraging other men to talk about what may be bothering them, to express their feelings and not to bottle it up. So I think because of that, you have a new type of parenting even. So persons within the, I would say, 30 to mid 40 age range who have children, there's a difference in the parenting style. So you no longer hear as widely, big man don't cry, big man thing. It still exists. Don't get me wrong. It still exists. But I think because there's that general awareness that what is this doing to our men? Because our boys become men. We're trying to change that. Other changes I've seen in men, well, there's a lot happening. But I think generally men are bolder in terms of maybe expressing their feelings. But it's not always well received by both women and men.
Okay.
So that's what I was gonna ask about there. So yes, we may have the outlets for men. We might have the society as a whole becoming a little more sensitive to the topic, of men's mental health. But I feel like a lot of men still experience in their personal relationships,
right?
Encountering that barrier. So just like Swiss said, they don't care about us. Before he could see, the bright green pastures where people are, waiting with open arms for Swiss to open up
and express,
and we say we have things like therapy open to you, Swiss, and Swiss, we have listening ears, we have shoulders here for you to lean on, Swiss. In little one-on-one personal relationships, Swiss might be experiencing, just like a lot of other men, just barriers, just obstacles in his way to see the light. So when Swiss tries to express himself, right, and get his feelings out there, right, I'm not saying who the culprits might be, but these people who he will deal with on a day-to-day basis, whether expressly or just in the way they behave, giving Swiss the perception that, what, they don't care about me and how I feeling. I really here for a purpose. And if I am not able to perform at expected levels, I not particularly useful to whether it's the family unit or whether it's the business, or it might even be the football team or wherever.
Correct.
So my worth is really just as far as I prove myself to be useful. Other than that, nobody really come to hear no long talk from me.
Keep it moving with them feelings.
That is how it is.
Right.
So I feel like that's the main thing for men and why we might feel that way.
And again, it comes back to the culture, right, and the socialization. So mental health in general is still pretty taboo in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean region. And that's in general. I still have people, saying I don't need to talk to anybody. I'm not crazy. I don't have no issues. I can handle my issues. You know, and because we have that mentality, it's not a safe space. So if it's not a safe space in general, people still scared that if anybody finds out that they're speaking to a professional, how is it then going to be safer for the men for whom they've been conditioned to believe that this is not a space for you?
Yeah.
Right? So you have people now, even in those areas, you know, so again, it's changing a little bit because we do have sports psychologists, right? Who, although their main purpose would be to motivate the team to have them playing at their optimum level, they are able also to kind of deal with the emotional aspect of things. So even within the sporting arena, within that atmosphere, you have an opportunity to treat with certain issues. But generally, if you're coming back to the culture, you will find that, you know, it's mostly men who will be like, man, no, we're not here for that. We're here for this purpose, because it's so new and so strange to talk about your feelings. And you don't want to come across as extra sensitive. So it's not something that's welcome. So the space is not there for men to feel welcome and comfortable to speak about their feelings, which is something that me as a woman, I could encourage men and boys to express themselves and let them know it's okay. But if they're fellow men, literally, they're fellow men, they're fellow males, they're peers, they're boys, they're brethren, they're dogs, not creating that space, whatever it looks like. It doesn't have to be, let's, sit down on the couch and like an actual therapy session, but it could be on the football field after we sweat. It could be we go for drinks. You know, it could be those environments as well. But I think the minute we kind of make it into a space where it's unsafe, it will continue to be where people feel like they're not valued. People feel like they're not cared about unless they're bringing something to the table. And there are lots of women, I will say, there are some women who do make men feel they're not worth anything if they're not bringing certain things to the table, which is also counterproductive, right?
Say it again for them to hear. Let them hear.
Talk to them. It's counterproductive.
Talk to them. Talk to them, because I feel like a lot of men who express that feeling that, you know what, nobody cares about how I feel. It's a lot of the time in context of relationships.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I have seen for my own self the football field and over the drinks, men pour their heart out. And I have seen spaces where it start off like, whoa, what this man really doing, boy?
Correct.
And it turned into
kind of back.
Yeah, and it started to turn into, well, nah, boy, the man has some money chest and let him talk, and you know, it's a nice little kumbaya session, easy, right? No judgment there. But I have experienced for my own self. Yeah, your home might not be a safe space in your relationship, right? And I've even experienced personally too, being told, you know, let me know how you feel. You know, you could talk to me, right? And they should tell you how bad the damage is. I would say I was naive enough to talk and let people know how I feel. And as soon as I start to be treated now like if I am hurting somebody, you know, with my feelings. So, however I feel has now made you feel like a victim. And there's only so many times. Yeah, there's only so many times men will go through that now. Because you come in now looking and you're hoping for a little place to vent, a little place to say, you know, hey, this is what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
But
judgment.
You're really not looking for that argument or the guilt trip or whatnot. So you start to wait out. You start to wait out for yourself. So in relationships, how it is, how do we now get over that fence, that hill, that obstacle in relationships? How it is we moving from a place where we don't know how to communicate properly in that sense?
Counseling will always be my first option. I'm only half joking about that. But yeah, you know, really and truly, when somebody risks being vulnerable, because it is a risk, because you can't control how the other person is going to respond to you. A lot of people think that if I'm vulnerable with this person, they will be vulnerable back. It doesn't always work that way, right? So it's always a risk to be vulnerable. So when you take that risk and then you find you don't have the comfort, you don't have the consolation, the reassurance, then your guard goes back up. As you say, it's only so many times you can handle that.
Yeah.
So it is important to dialogue, to express how you feel. You know, when I told you that thing the other day and you laughed at me or you kind of made it about you, I was hurt. I didn't like that. If your partner is you know, willing to try to work that out, y'all can have a conversation where y'all communicate about that dialogue and how you express yourselves. Because remember, we just like how we love differently, we communicate differently too. So it's important to have that level of understanding. And if you realize you're trying constantly, repeatedly to have this discussion and it's ending the same way, it might mean, okay, we need a neutral third party who might be objective, which is where the counseling could come in. Right? And we find these things in our intimate relationships, and intimate not just in terms of romantic relationships, but even coming back to your boys, your team. Right? Because sometimes, you know, we say, okay, we want to create that safe space, but sometimes these are the same people who will laugh at you when you get home. And you're talking about it and how it's bothering you.
Well, I mean, that's the biggest joke amongst the group.
My point, right? So when that happens now, you think he's gonna come and try and open up again?
Probably
no,
not.
until he realize, oh my goodness, he's really, really drinking, like more than he probably should, constantly, every day, or whatever it is, or you realize he's engaging in other risky behaviors, right? And men, while they may attempt suicide less or on an equal plane as women, but they complete it more. You know, so we really have to be, you know, when you make up your mind, you make up your mind.
Yeah.
And even with that, right? Men are, you know, more rational and more logical. So for them, you know, if they decide that this is what they're doing, this is most likely, most times what will be done. Right? So even last year, 2021, I'm, you know, gonna just quote some stats from an article that Dr. Margaret Naked Chatur, former president of the Trinidad and Tobago Association of Psychologists, she would have quoted an article in the Newsday last year. Between January to August of 2021, there were 86 suicides. Of those 86, 77 were boys and men, ages 9 to 60 years old.
Wow.
9. So sometimes we say, you know, how early is it to start the conversation? Children too young, you want to shield them from that. Nope, it's not too early, because they are exposed to quite a lot and they also feel things more deeply than we think. So just wanted to put that out there for you all.
Wow.
9 is yeah, boy.
That's some crazy numbers.
That 9. Personally, I can't recall, like at the age of 9, being under a lot of mental strain and stress. But yeah, 9 is a very, very young age to be going through that. Right. But I do know in my teenage years, I would have gone through some things.
Right.
And I would have felt like if I couldn't talk to anybody about it. And a whole lot strain on my own. Yeah, a whole lot strain in my teenage years on my own, because I didn't feel like I could go to my parents. Because it was probably things that I shouldn't have been dealing with as far as my parents was concerned. Right? And then the same thing, you ain't going on and tell your partners what's going on, because
nobody to talk to.
Yeah, and at that age too, I don't think them man was equipped for that conversation. That probably could have do more damage than good at that age. I feel like now we are a little bit older and you know, men able to be there for you.
Yes and no, right? Because at every age you support in the way that you can. Right? So we might say, you know, at that stage it might have been too heavy for them, but they may have been able to assist in whatever way they could, and then maybe even step it up. Right? If it is to get an adult that, you know, is trustworthy, maybe not a parent, because obviously nobody wants to talk to their parents really, right? But maybe an adult, a coach, a teacher, somebody that they trust and respect, who could help the young man, you know? So sometimes they help in their own way, and sometimes that is what is needed at that time.
Looking at the comments here, I see how you pronounce it? Shedron Collins. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. We men need to have the confidence to talk to other professional or otherwise.
Yeah, thank you for that. And it's so true. Again, the socialization, if we don't make it okay to speak with our friends, to speak with our peers. And, one of my goals is to ensure that mental health and that conversation surrounding everything with it is as normalized as talking about sports or TV or going to a medical doctor. That's how it's supposed to be, because it is your mental health. You can't have good health if you don't have good mental health. Just like you can't have good health if you don't have good physical health. The two are inextricably linked.
Yeah.
So we need to start creating spaces where that's okay for us to have these discussions, which is one of the reasons I'm really, really glad you all invited me here today.
I think we need the reminder too as men.
Yeah.
Because I could remember once or twice in group chats, somebody would have thrown out, hey fellas, just checking in, everybody good?
Yes.
What's going on? Right? But still that happens once in a blue moon. Right? And those times might be the only time that I really stop to take stock and say, well, I wonder if I am good. Because I'm so busy with work, so busy with the home, so busy with the finances.
No
so
time
busy.
to sit alone with your thoughts.
Yeah, trying to make sure everybody good, to make sure everything is in working order, all of these things. I very often do wonder if I good.
How you doing?
Yeah.
And sometimes you need to wonder. So today I was doing a mental health talk with some standard fours at Point Fortin Roman Catholic Primary School. And that's one of the things we were talking about. I use the analogy, you have a vehicle, right? If you drive in the vehicle, you're not stopping, you're not parking, you're not checking to see if it needs gas, right? You just keep it on. What's going to happen? Eventually, you will shut down. And it's the same with us. We have to take breaks. We have to check in. We have to see if we're okay, whatever that means. Sometimes you call your friend, not really to talk about what's going on with you, right? But just to talk to someone.
Yeah.
And that's okay too. Would it be better if you vented and, just kind of got some of those things off your chest? Of course. But we could take baby steps too. So if we're having a conversation, sometimes you want to sink deeper in your hole, you want to isolate. Nothing is wrong with having some you time, some alone time to be alone with your thoughts. But if you realize you're doing more isolating and more withdrawal than being your regular self, or checking in the way you usually would, or socializing or interacting with persons the way you usually would, these are some key indicators that, hey, maybe everything is not okay.
Yeah.
So you do need to pay attention to yourself as well. Because all the things that you're putting your mental health on pause for, the home, the job, whatever other responsibilities, if you don't take care of your mental health, you are already giving a diluted version of yourself in all of these areas.
Yeah.
And eventually you won't have anything left to give.
So before we get to having to go to therapy or having to see a professional, right? What are some of the things the men who might not yet be there, might not be comfortable, making that step yet? What are some of the things that we could do, to either check and see where your mental is at, or even try and ease the tension a little bit when it is you realize you kind of get into your tilt there?
Well, you want to make sure and always check in with yourself. Nobody knows you better than you, right? So yes, sometimes you might kind of be going down in a fog or a spiral and you're not really aware. Most times, when you're not functioning at your full capacity. Most times, right? It might be something small as you're always tired. You're tired more than usual. It might be where you find your focus not there. You can't really concentrate. You're making mistakes. Something that you could do with your eyes closed. You're making mistakes, right? The little things, you have to pay attention to your behavior. So that's the first thing. The second thing is always have somebody that you can talk to. Always. As I said, it may not be hey, I want to talk to you and pour out all my feelings. But even if it's like, listen, you have a minute, I just kind of want to vibes a bit, or I don't really want to go into detail, but just know I'm dealing with something and I would appreciate your support, whatever that means to you. It might mean somebody to pray with you. It might mean somebody to just talk about anything but the issue with. It might mean having somebody to simply listen to you and not offer advice, but have someone. I also think the things that you do for your relaxation and your physical health maintenance can also be very key in ensuring that you have good mental health. So you like to go for your sweat, you like your football, you like your basketball, you like to play your games, you like to listen to music, you like to watch whatever is your favorite show, you like to binge watch it a bit, whatever those things are that you usually do to take time for you or even to spend with other people whom you care about. Those things are also really good in managing your mental health. Also, eating properly. I know it sounds real weird, but again, using the analogy of a vehicle, what are you fueling your body with? If you have a van and you go and you put premium in the van instead of diesel, what is going to happen? You'll have some problems, right? So with us, it's the same thing. You can't have too much of the things that make you feel good, but you know they're bad for you. And everything in moderation, right? But these certain things impact your body differently. And so if you're already stressed, those things will make bad matters worse. So you're stressed out or you're feeling depressed and you drink alcohol. Alcohol for most people is a depressant, right? So you're going to sink further into that mood.
Not me.
Yeah. For some people, it's an alcohol, but for most people, it's a depressant, right? So you're going to sink further into that mood. And then you're not going to be able to really necessarily, your body's not going to function properly because you already don't have the energy. And you're not giving your body what it needs, which is water to flush out your system. But you're drinking constantly. So you're dehydrating yourself and you're putting your kidney and your liver at risk, which once you're stressed and you have that hormone cortisol in your system, it's going to wreak havoc if you're not taking good care of yourself. So monitoring the things that we eat and drink. We are a flour nation. I do think flour should be our national staple.
Not for long.
We breakfast, lunch, dinner. We find ways to incorporate flour into our diet. But if you're eating too much flour, you're going to become sluggish and lethargic.
We fix that choice.
Yeah, we fixing that slowly but surely here with our raising flour there.
True story. But you know, Trinidadians will complain for 9 days and then they'll be buying kiss bread and doubles and fried bacon. All of it.
KFC going up already earlier. I hear Royal Castle going up tomorrow too. So we started to see incentives to cut back on all the fast food and all of that. I imagine pizza
all of these things impact how we
must
function.
go up. Yeah. So earlier fruits and veggies supposed to stay the same price, but then I get the farmers and them just eat flour.
Provisions.
Exactly. So they might say, hey, we have to increase because we have to live too. Right? So just making sure that you have somebody that you can talk to, that you can vent to, ensuring that you have great ways to manage your stress, checking in on yourself. And if, you know, as a male, if you don't feel uncomfortable, I support journaling 100%. So it's not their diary, today I did XYZ, but just kind of checking in maybe a couple times a week. How am I feeling today? And why I might be feeling this way? It doesn't have to be an essay, doesn't have to be, you know, a term paper in UE. It just is a way for you to kind of say, hey, what's going on with me? And you might be surprised by what comes out. If writing is not really a thing, maybe you're more into music, you might find yourself listening to some particular songs. Check in with yourself. Why I want to listen to this today? What's going on with me? Maybe you're an artist. So maybe for you, your thing might be drawing or painting, right? So maybe you draw, you paint how you feel that particular day. But find a way to check in with yourself. And of course, counseling. Counseling is not something that you only have to do when it's water more than flour, but it can also be a proactive step, right? So that's just something to put out there as well.
All right, great advice coming in.
Hope the fellas listening.
Yeah, and taking notes.
Viewers, we have some viewers on the inside. You fellas, remember, take some time, check in with yourself.
Self-monitor.
Remember.
Talk to somebody.
Even things like your diet, could affect you. Eat well.
Look at vegan Keegan.
Exercise. Yeah, or less sugar. Talk to them, Swiss. Or
No
less
sugar.
sugar.
Hey.
Ease up on that sugar earlier.
Swiss, you on the Keeks diet, eh?
Ease up on the flour.
Earlier. Diet for that.
Right. Take the time, to do the little things that you want to do. I know it has some fellas. Well, most fellas just had to ask before they come out to the sweat. But ask. Ask and let her know how important the sweat is to you.
Yeah.
Right? They don't let you play no game home.
It's for your mental health.
Yeah,
but don't overdo it. Don't go and tell a woman, right, how you have to do it for your mental health and that time you're out 5 minutes you already. My name not calling it.
You can play game. I go in home and say JLC after play game earlier.
Yeah.
Alright?
You understand? Not me.
Or you go inside and I'm going to play some game.
For my
This is my mental health. This is the last day of mental health awareness month. Right, earlier? Let me play some game, please.
On that note, I see in the comment, Shedron also sharing that we need to keep the discussion going beyond the men's mental health month. And I want to agree with that. And we'll have one more question for you before you leave. And that's regarding the language we use around mental health, because it's a broad topic which entails many different symptoms, issues. And if you ask somebody, I guess, what your mental health is like, I don't know if many men would be able to answer that, because I don't know if they know what it entails, what it means. Yeah, they'll just brush it off as like, my mentals, but I'm not as not a madman. You're asking me. I normal, we cool. So if you could just touch on some of the issues and maybe other more relatable terms that might describe some of the issues that people face, mental health issues that people face.
That's a really important point that you raised. And the first thing I'll say to that is that, again, culturally, we talk a lot, but we don't say much most of the time. So that example that you used, they're fighting up, fighting the good fight.
The good fight.
I normal. I there poke, no beef, no bone. Yeah. What does that tell me about how you're feeling? It doesn't say anything, but as Trinidadians, we want to talk about it, but not talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? So just being like, hey, you're good? And person, yeah, good. No, really, you're good? Sometimes just placing emphasis on words like that and slowing things down can make somebody stop for a minute and think, hey, am I really good? Yeah. Well, how do you know I'm not so good? And they may be more willing to speak about it.
Yeah.
Right? At the end of the day, you could only ask. If they decide that they're not answering, that's their business. But you have created a space where if they want to talk, they can. Now in Trinidad, we also ask people how they're going and we keep it moving. We don't really want to know.
Exactly.
It's more of a greeting. Hey, how you going? And
how you going?
Walking here and stop here.
And you're hoping the door. Well, boy.
You're hoping they don't stop to tell you, well,
you
actually.
really know, yeah. And you say, Lord, Father.
You know what I long talk.
Yeah. So we have to make the space available and comfortable for people, so that even if they don't want to, they'll know that when they do want to, there's that opportunity. So we could use the language that we use every day. It's just not necessarily what you say, but how. And of course, the second part of that is awareness and education. So if you decide, okay, I kind of want to incorporate this, it might be with your friends, like once a week, you might start asking them, hey, how you going? Everything all right? And it doesn't have to be this set aside thing, but as time goes by, they'll realize, hey, once a week, they're asking me for, okay, maybe this could be something I could get into, right? And then we teach our young ones about mental health and what it means and what it doesn't mean. So it doesn't mean that you're crazy. It doesn't mean that you have real issues. It doesn't mean that you're not in control of your life, that you're not powerful. It just means that, like every other human being, sometimes we need a little help. And that's okay.
True. That's somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on.
Yep. All of that.
Just somewhere to pour your feelings. I see Shiloh in the comments say he puts it in his music. We were talking to Shem about the feelings in the music earlier as well. What do you recommend to be a little specific because of our audience, creatives in the industry that we are in, the artists in the room, any advice specifically to the creatives regarding their mental health?
Yes, I personally believe that I don't have any scientific evidence to support this. Let me just put a disclaimer out there. But I personally believe that creatives feel more deeply than most people. And as a result, they could be more susceptible to mental health issues such as depression, right? And anxiety. So feel your feelings, express them in the ways that are comfortable to you, but make sure that you express them. Don't suppress them. And you all have really beautiful ways of doing that. In terms of your art, through music, through instruments, through song, whatever it is.
Turntables.
Feel it, write it. But don't keep it in and don't pretend that it's not you. Because sometimes they do that. Yeah, this song is not about me. It's my friend's experience. Like, just own it.
Let it
it's
out.
yours.
Own your feelings.
Own your feelings.
Emotions.
Creatives. Express it.
Write it
Let
down.
it out.
Paint it out. Sing it out.
Whatever
Get it out in any way
it.
you can.
Express
Express it. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure having this conversation.
I hope the men were listening.
Indeed it has.
I hope the men were listening.
Yeah, I see some people engaging in the comments, so I know that the message is hitting at least a few. The video is up for replay for people who have missed this important discussion. But on behalf of the team, TTNL, we have Swiss here going to experiment and be the first demonstration of using the art to get those feelings out. We have
beautiful
a final 10 minutes. We thank you so much for passing through as our guest tonight.
Yes, JL, it was a pleasure. Thank you.
And I hope that this will not be the last time that we have discussions on mental health
for sure
on TTNL.
For sure. I feel we'll make it a regular appearance. Just
a check-in. We're going to check in the same way we check in with ourselves. We will check in on the mental health side of things. And
so we're moving in and on and down to the last 10 minutes here where Swiss T now gets an opportunity to express himself, take that load off. Swiss, we care.
Yeah, we're here for you. We're here for you.
Navy cares.
I appreciate that.
Breezy cares. Shem cares. Right? The folks in
people
the chat
lighting up the chats.
Cares. Gel cares.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
So don't go along saying they don't care about us. Right? There are people who care.
Yeah, we care about ourselves.
All right, respect.
So this is where you show us what you can do. Right? Let all the feelings that you had bottled up earlier.
Come on.
All the aggression that you had, all the resentment.
Come on.
Channel it all now.
Yeah.
And let me get some music.
Break down the walls.
Yeah. Come on. Express it, JL said own it. Right? Don't hold it inside. Express it. This is your time.
Right,
Swiss.
Right.
Give me some tunes.
So generous.
This is TTNL, True Talk, No Lie, to the next level on O.U.R radio.fm.
Box. Yo, Brooklyn,
do what you want, baby, I'ma get over everything you did just to hurt me in the past. Say what you want, baby, you been getting older. Give me one good reason why we making this shit last. Do what you want, baby, I'ma get over everything you did just to hurt me in the past. Say what you want, baby, you been getting older. Give me one good reason why we making this shit last. There's a fine line between the things I love and hate. Think that I'm blind, I know exactly what you crave. You want that limelight, I'll teach you how to stay in place. So when I die, nobody else can take my place. Yeah. She said nobody else can make her feel like me. And if I take my things and leave, she catch a casualty. I need space, a minute just to get my heart some breeze. Now you're saying I'm the reason that your heart's in three. Do what you want, baby, I'ma get over everything you did just to hurt me in the past. Say what you want, baby, you been getting older. Give me one good reason why we making this shit last.
Hollering on my lows, take away from the highs. Hated being on my own, couldn't face it. Hollering on my lows.
Sounds of Shiloh.
Yo, DJ Swiss T. On to them.
Hollering on my lows, take away from the highs. Hated being on my own, couldn't face it at night. On a dark road, now you see it in my eyes. I ain't been living nice since I left to take a knife to the heart. Wishing that I saw through the disguise from the start. My go-to became my kryptonite. Went too far, man, I damn near died. But they say that the fall's only far. did it right. I can't see it like that at all. Went 200, then I hit a fucking wall. God damn, I won't catch a break at all. But when I do nothing, I just feel smaller. Run through with the news, tryna get my money longer. She gon' say she knew me and I played her all my songs. Really had me stupid, thought you made me feel strong. Looking back now, I was fucking wrong. Tripping on a big blunt finger of Kong. Told me I don't mean much, faked it all along. Forever in my memories, a nightmare prolonged. Fuck how you remember me, cause I've been long gone. I done turned into a whole other person. Baddies tryna slide by design, I curved them. Shots to the fire, got me speaking in curse. Throwing triple nines till I'm dying.
Straining my voice with these raps I'm busting, spitting until it's hoarse. Ignore the man's instructions for you to switch it off. Real dish for mass consumption is what I'm giving off. Right to dish to stand for something was my initial thought.
Nobody can tell me no. He don't say in front of camera there. Bring the money go to them. Who can't tell me nothing.
Southside Lifestyle. Straining my voice with these raps I'm busting, spitting until it's hoarse. Ignore the man's instructions for you to switch it off. Real dish for mass consumption is what I'm giving off. Writing dish to stand for something was my initial thoughts. You tracing, dude? No, really, you merely mimicking. I spit the naked truth, but really they barely listening. All these folks want say something. I hear the signaling, I want the smoke. I ain't running, Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm even on this competing dish with friends. Once we keeping dividends within, we no bitter ends. You'll be even picking when. Sooner the better vibe. I don't need no extra time to be beating you with pens. And my speech it will offend. Every evening I shred. Any beat that hits my head, it be seen as dinner fed. Peep the shiver sent up your spine. And MC's extinctions levels rise from the time I bust a rhyme. What? Notice we ain't come here for no old talk. Cause they like to open mouth but they don't walk. Notice we ain't come here for no old talk. Come here for no old talk. Come here for no old talk.
I talk back. No, I mean, it's just like real life when you see me you speak
back to back, mic wise.
Yeah, it's nothing different.
Desperate for real to be said at last. When I grasp hold of these samples from every record stash, pen is fast. The way I kick it like it's a Beckham pass. The boot house is my pain. Will I ever last? Being real when it's the fake getting a better chance. So it's no surprise these squares whatever checkered past. It's like I'm a passenger when these records blast. Cause I'm driven by everybody else that be getting gassed. Don't do this just to pay your bills. Scribble to the page until in a grave that's filled. Do this every day for Phil. What he did to himself I hate it still. When crazy
write it down.
Chasing thrills.
Do some journaling.
A demon every day would build. Now we dead cause of an ex. Ain't even take a pill. His head state was still a major ill. I was too busy to be a friend. So lazily in my cave I chilled.
Damn. This one's for you. Always believe in the kid, right? Yeah.
I am the blood. 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 I am the man. I got a bands. I got digging up. I am the blood. Treyo, 1, 2, 3, 4 hitter, bingo. Spanish cause they don't speak my lingo, but they sure know what that money say though. Anyway, young hitter, ballin' like the NBA. I got haters, so I'm poppin'. Yeah, okay, I'm the main man, not an option. You know what it is when you see the player hopping. Crawl before you ball, I remember I was walking. Thank you, Father, without you, this couldn't happen. Vest up in the hood, any minute, cat slapping. Rough ride my hitter, so you better strapping. Fakes all over, so be careful who you left with. Friend today and tomorrow comes the backstabbing. Ground for what you want, and ground for what you don't. But just keep grounding till the Father calls you home. Women think I'm cocky, but they still love me. She just wanna hug a fella like a Teletubby. I am the plug, a lot of women show me love, but I keep it FWP, minus all the hugs, oh gosh. Damn.
Officially busting next week.
Cause I'm about to run the game.
Stay tuned to the social media. Follow us at True Talk No Lie.
Come from the sky, could be fly.
Jeez.
And you know be high like Kubo.
The whole team have a dream, but I'm trying to the top of better knees. No time to play, I'm like a
Sounds of Natty Dread.
yeah.
Natty Royal.
Touchdown with my guards like Bordeaux. Come from the sky, could be fly, and you know be high like a bow.
The whole team have a dream.
Climbing to the top, I pray for better knees. No time to play, I'll make a way for all my ebony. See for the dark woman, the shine, I got a letter B. We start the curve, let the letter C, and leave a mark like Bobo. Pussy unified and get the money like the Rothschild. Ignore all the pussy that say black people to dark side. Them a love a problem when we tap into the dark side. Kill it with my eyes, take over the will like dark side. Cowards see my powers in my head, wrap up. They see the turban with the tassel and the face, I up. They can't stop us, cause I have faith in the prophecy. Moors watch out for the fakes and the snakes, say the macawes and my puppies. They hide the envy with a lot of teeth. Money on my mind, but it's mind over matter G. When the number call it better pray, it is the lottery. And I this our man, cause it's a lot of we. Come from the sky, could be fly, and you know be high like a bow. The whole team have a dream, touchdown with my guards like Bordeaux. Come from the sky, could be fly, and you know be high like a bow.
Sometimes this shit is sweet. Sometimes better like Zebra Pig, but you have your own.
And before we go, when I say happy birthday, going out to the artist, Gus, singer of this, a TTNL favorite, Fake Energy. Birthday blessings on the inside from the TTNL family.
Happy and strong, Gus.
Yeah.
Better be firm face, the heat up and like the letter C. Not sell out just to get a peek. At the nice life, cause life nice. It's gonna be better G. Please don't do no rubber V just to get a meal, man. Go like my hobby. So we stunt like pepper tree. But them a counterfeit to me, say loyalty can be purchased. Don't go buy no counterfeit, they never the powder we until the crowd that scream. When I leave it in amazing to see faces reveal snakes in the green. Careful we with a set of teeth, them hate your rims, them and you let the seat. Careful we tell a dream, them a kill your fear and a weed and I hear no see. Them cry in the cemetery. Progress makes enemies, keep your mood silent, don't need no fake energy. Progress makes enemies, keep your mood silent, don't need no fake energy. Have you ever seen fate move a mountain, make it look like the weight of a pepper seed? I get a feeling, adrenaline, thinking about my dreams manifesting to reality. When you need them, you never see. Productivity could only pause like apostrophe. Man, me must have be ambitious, so me must have dreams. Success sweet like your boss tree, pack a custard cream. No more cluster jeans when me boss up, please make my lungs happy. Wake, bake, and a steam. When elevating, amazing for see faces. Reveal snakes in the green wake. Every leaf blaze, everything. Careful, we with a set of teeth. Them hate your rims, them and you let the seat. Careful, we tell a dream. Them will kill your fear and a weed and I hear no see.
And with that, we say thank you to everybody for tuning in. We say thank you to the artists for passing through and busting tune. Breezy, Shem, big up all yourselves. We say thank you to our counseling,
psychologist.
Counseling psychologist.
JL Valdez on the inside.
JL talking us through men's mental health. Our word of the night guest this evening, of course, the man behind us on the ones and twos for providing the vibes and heating up the place, making sure
expressing himself.
Come on, get the feelings out through the turntables. DJ Swisty in the mix. They call me Navy,
and I'm Kiggs.
Find us here each and every Thursday 6 to 9 p.m. Introducing you to the music that we have, the talent that we have on display right here in Sweet TNT. See you guys next week, same time, same place. Until then, stay safe.